right, Shalom. We give all praises due to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. All right, double honors unto the apostles and elders of the Green Millstone, who do well, salutations the elect. All right, we the Hebrew Israelites, back in another weekend. All right, prophesying this downfall of this wicked-ass place called America. And speaking about downfall and prophesying,
this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it.
That's right, man. So Mount Seir, all right, the modern day Mount Seir we're speaking about is America, man. And guess what, man? We're prophesying against this wicked-ass place, man. All right, people look at this place as what? The land of milk and honey and all these type of things. All right, but this place is the progenitor of the most wicked things that's upon the earth, man. All right, you know, all right, a bunch of what? Homosexuality, transgender. All right, the man and the woman is at odds. All right, the woman is masculine, the man is feminine. All right, and this ain't no way to live, man. This kingdom is against the ways of our Lord. All right, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. The world that is called God and Jesus Christ.
This is Genesis chapter 36, verse 8. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau was Edom, and these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites in Mount Seir.
That's right. So Mount Seir is a city where what? The Edomites dwell, man. The Edomites are in charge of, in the head position, man. And the modern day Mount Seir, what is America, man. All right? And that's just one of the code names for America in the Bible. All right? You might see Mount Seir. You might say the land of Uz. All right? Spiritual Sodom and Egypt. Right? You're not going to see the word America in the scripture. But, you know, there's ways to describe it. And Babylon the Great. All right? So we're doing like the prophets of old prophesying against this place, man.
This is Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old.
Yeah, that's right, man. So the prophets of old, all right, the prophets that's before us, all right, and we're doing it in the same stead, all right, go ahead.
Before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms.
Yeah, that's right. We prophesy against many countries and against great kingdoms, man. All right, when the prophet comes around, man, hey, man, we're not in the time of telling people, yo, everything is going to be all right. Yeah, they shut down the world years ago and it's going to be all right. No, man. In the same set as the prophets are on, we're going to prophesy against many countries and against many kingdoms, man. The primary kingdom we're prophesying against right now is what? Babylon the Great, man. A.K.A. America, man. We're prophesying against this place, man. Right?
It reads, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Yeah, of war and of evil and of pestilence, man. Right? You see what's going on the world stage, man. What's going on with Russia and Ukraine, all right, China and Taiwan, all right, Israel and Iran, all right? These things is coming out the pipeline, man. World War III is coming down the pipeline very soon, man. All right, we're going to see all these things, all right, in our lifetime. All right, read that second part again.
This is all, I'm going to read those verses. Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Yeah, war and of evil. So what, man? Evil means bad times, man. Evil meaning what, man? A time period, and ill meaning bad. All right? So great evil is coming out of the pipeline for America, man. All right? And of pestilences, man. You know, they got all these quote unquote diseases. All right? They had the C-19. Now they got the fucking the jungle pox. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what I'm saying. All right? All these things is coming down the pipeline, man. All of it is going to hit at one time, man. All right? The time that's coming up right now throughout the world, with America being the epicenter, is going to be the worst time in the history in the face of the earth, man. All right?
Verse 9, the prophet which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord have truly sent them.
Yeah, that's right, man. So guess what, man? Hey, the time is coming up where, guess what? You know, people have been scoffing, They've been walking by, they've been making comments on the message board, which these things are really at a minimum right now. All right? You're going to see all these things that's prophesied in the scriptures come to pass, man. All right? We're going to see uproars of the people, which we're already seeing. Earthquakes in diverse places, which we're already seeing. All right? Changes in the sky, blood moons and all different types of moons, which we're already seeing, man. All right? But all these things is just leading up, all right, to that day, man. All right? The main event ain't really happening yet, man. We do preliminary fights. You know what I mean? Just now we're gonna have the co-main event, and the main event, which is what Jacob struggled, is coming down to Popeye very soon, man. All right? Ain't no hope in here. Man, if you put all your eggs in America, you bugged out. All right? We telling you that right now, man. The scriptures telling you that right now, man. All right? Because according to the scriptures, this place is slated for what, man? Destruction, man. All right? America's going to get nuked off the face of the earth, man. All right? For all the sins that it has done for us on the planet, man. All right?
Isaiah chapter 47 and 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever.
Yeah, that's right, man. Thou says that I shall be a lady forever, man. It's goddamn poor. They call Babylon, man. You know? Think they'll be in charge forever. They're gonna have that reign forever, right? America has a way where it blinds you. You know what I mean? And I tell brothers that, whenever I speak to brothers, sometimes we have that conversation. Like you grew up here, you are a disadvantage compared to the rest of the world, man. Because America has a way of blinding you from reality, man. And the least thing that, and guess what, man? These people out here, they think that. They think America's gonna reign forever, man. Right? I told my uncle one time, I said, yo, the dollar's gonna crash. And he looked me dead in my eye and said, that's never gonna happen. I said, God damn, never? Like, you can't even see that? But that's what it is when you grow up here, man. You have that sense of delusion, man. All right? All right?
So that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart.
Yeah, that's right, man. So people are not taking these things seriously, man. All right? Because, anytime something happens, so-called happens, things go back to normal. All right? Quote-unquote normal. So the gas price was up a couple of months ago. Now it's quote-unquote back to normal. All right? They shut down the whole country a couple of years ago. Now it's quote-unquote back to normal. And guess what, man? Hey, all the quote-unquote normal is about to go out the building very soon, man. All right? All right?
Neither did it remember the latter end of it.
And that's right, man. So they said they did not remember the latter end of it, man. All right? So these elites, all right, which they know is prophesied for this place to be destroyed, all right? They don't remember the latter end. And the latter end is, guess what, man? America's being destroyed, all right? And he leads the Edomites and the rest of you is going into captivity, man. All right? All right?
And thou, therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures that dwellest fearlessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am, and none else besides me.
Yeah, that's right, man. So, man, so thou giveth the pleasures, man. And that's the way of America, man. Yes, anybody what they want to this, oh, I just want to be happy. Honestly, I hate that answer, man. I hate that shit. I don't like men saying that. I just want to be happy all the time. Once I'm happy, go up to shit, man. All right? Since thou giveth us the pleasures, all right? And this is a place where instead of trying to follow the law, statutes, and commandments, and how about Shem Shai, all right, they advise people, they tell people to do what you feel, do what you like, all right? Regardless of how wicked it is, man, all right? Obey your thirst, man. YOLO, you only live once, so kind of going out snacks on me the other day. Hey, I know America's going to be fucked up. Don't you want to have fun first? No, man. All right? This ain't a place of fun for us, man. All right? This is a land of our captivity, man. So whatever fun we have, so-called fun right here is really temporal. It's just for a moment, and then we go back to where we at, man. This is a land of our captivity, man. All right? And do that last part, man. I am.
That says in thy heart, I am, and none else besides thee.
Yeah, that's right, man. You Edomites, you see these elites, they're speaking about, we don't need the Most High. We don't need God. If God stops the rain, we can make our own rain. All right? So this so-called white man, he's fucking delusional, man. He's delusional. He thinks he's the Most High. All right? The guy want to track you everywhere you go. All right? He's messing up with the weather. All right? Chemtrails and all these things everywhere. All right? All right? He want to follow you everywhere. He's taking pictures of you. Think he's the Most High. All right? And he's not, man. All right? The so-called white man is the basis of men. Okay? The lowest type of man that's on the planet, man. All right? The scriptures speak about what? Servants being upon horses, man. Right? And the Lord is the one that really gave these Edomites, all right, their rulership, man. All right?
I shall not sit as a widow. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
Yeah, that's right, man. You know, people in America, they live in a delusional life, man. They've been reigning so long, they can't even imagine, all right, their kingdom falling, man. All right, it says, what's that? It shall not be a widow and what?
I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
Yeah, well, guess what, man? Hey, the Lord is coming back to church, man, a woman, and child, man. All right, so there's going to be a lot of dead kids out here, man. All right, there's going to be a lot of dead people, you know, on the sidewalks, man. Great tragedy is coming to America, man. Right? Ain't no fun times, man. Right? Ain't no fireworks at all. You're going to be here 10, 20 years from now. I mean, hey, Lord willing. All right? This place is slated for destruction, man. All right? You know? You think you're not going to say, no tragedy is going to come to us, but guess what, man? America is due for a great tragedy, man. America is due to be destroyed, man. America is due to see the death of all these fucking wicked people out here, man. All right?
Right? But these two things shall come to be in a moment.
Yeah, that's right, man. So these two things are going to come over here in a moment, man. All right? You know, the apostle gave the example, September 10th was a cool day, you know what I mean? I wasn't here for September 10th, but I'm sure for some people, that was a really good day. And then the next day, in one instant, September 11th, everything changed. All right? And that's what's going to happen in the near future, man. In one day, everything is going to change, man. In one day, they can lock this whole shit down, man. All right? They're putting everything in place right now. All right? They're pushing their digital currency. All right? They're speaking about what? Blackouts and all these things. All right? They're speaking about what, man? The farmers are being told to destroy their crops. All these things is going on simultaneously, man. And then one day, hey, it can hit, and then all hell breaks loose, man. All right?
In one day, the loss of children and widowhood.
Yeah, that's right, man. So in one day, great tragedy, the loss of children and widowhood, man. Men are going to die, women are going to die, and kids are going to die. Man. In one day, man. You got it.
They shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorcery.
Yeah, that's right, man. This place has a great amount of what? Witchcraft, man. Right? Let me just get that scripture. Battle. Yeah, that. Yeah, that. That's right. All right? This place, it has great witchcraft, man. All right? And the people say, what, man? Something out of which you live, man. Okay? Everywhere you go, man, you look on the TV, that's witchcraft. You listen to the music. I was listening to some song the other day, I'm like, yo, this sounds like a demonic chant. You know what I'm saying? Like a demonic, like, what the fuck is that, man? All right? All the vibration that they're pushing is contrary to the words of Yahweh Shai, man. All right? You know, the women out here sacrificing their kids. All right? All right? All these things is witchcraft, man. And for these reasons, man, this place in 1 hour is going to be destroyed, man. Ultimately, man. All right? You get this. 11
No, this is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand stand against the wiles of the devil.
That's right, man. This is why we're so invested in this truth, man. We put on the whole armor of Yahweh Shem Shah, man. Because when that time comes, man, your mama can't save you, your daddy can't save you. All right, the so-called white man definitely ain't trying to save you. All right, the only thing we got, man. All right, and we speak about the nation of Israel. Everybody else is asked out. Right, they asked out. It's His word, man. We spoke about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. This is our armor. This is our protection, man. The scriptures say what, man? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the civilian of thy times, man. All right, so that's how we put on the whole armor, man. We do what the Lord commanded us to do, man. All right, we try to find favor in the eyes of the Lord, man. All right?
Right? It reads, verse 12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities.
And that's right, man. So we wrestle not against flesh and blood, man. So this ain't like carnal war, man. All right? Now there's going to be a lot of carnality going on. Esau coming with his carnal weapons. All right? So this is not a carnal war, man. All right? It's a spiritual war. All right? You know? This is a spiritual war right here, man. Hey, man, we fight for our lives, man. All right? We fight against what, man? Are we going to be faithful to our Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai? Or are we going to be faithful, you know, in the eyes of death to the so-called white man? All right? All right?
It reads, I'll read it again. This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
That's what it is, man. Spiritual wickedness in high places, man. And a lot of people, they don't believe in these things. Oh, you conspiracy theorists. And, you know, the UN had to come out with a thing the other day saying they don't have elites running the world. Right. Like, come on, why would he even say that? Right? So these are the things we fight against, man. Spiritual wickedness in high places, man. All right? These are witches and warlocks, man. All these major industries are involved in some kind of witchcraft, man. Even the food industry, man. All right? The music industry, the little things that they tell it, the Disney Channel, man. All right? These are the things that we have to fight against, man. All right? Hey, man, you never know, man. And I used to feel this way when I was coming up. I used to feel like people were trying to cast spells against me. Some of my mother's friends and shit. Exactly. I mean, I felt that way growing up before I was even close to it. All right? But these are the things we're fighting against, man. All right? Guess what, man? Because in all reality, that carnal way, that's the way of the heathen, man. That's the way of the Edomite, man. The way of the sword and all these type of things. We are not going to survive that way, man. We are spiritual people, man. You read Deuteronomy 7:6, right? It says, well, we are holy people, right? Above all people that are upon the face of the earth. All right? So that's how the way the Lord created us, man. That's how we got to proceed, right, in our journey, man. All right?
This is Nahum chapter 3, verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft that selleth nations through her whoredom, and families through her witchcraft.
Yeah, that's right, man. And that's how America gets started, man. All right, by their witchcraft and their whoredoms, man. All right? Okay? You see, hey, man, hey, you know, the Queen of England just died the other day. Ain't no telling what type of ritual they're gonna do in this woman's funeral, man. All right, so that's
because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot.
Yeah, that's right, man. That well-favored harlot is America, man. Why are they not harlot, man? Because, hey, man, they go against all the philosophy. Yeah, the harlot, all right, go against all the philosophers of the Yahweh Shai, man. They have broken every single commandment and statute in this book, man. Willfully, man. Purposely, man. All right?
And proud of it too.
The mistress of witchcraft.
Yeah, the mistress of witchcraft, the highest level of witchcraft is over here in America, man. All right, starting up with the elites, man, the Rothschilds. That's what they do, man. All right, go ahead.
That selleth nations through her whoredom.
Yeah, that's selling nations, all right, through her whoredoms, man. Going over to different nations and pushing their philosophies, all right, their wicked ass philosophies, all right, destroying their nations, all right, and for all these things, man, hey, man, they're gonna get destroyed, man. All right.
And families through her witchcraft.
Yeah, families through her witchcraft, man. And that's why, hey, man, your parents is bugged out, your grandmother is bugged out. You know what I'm saying? People are invested in the church, the so-called church. Right? They believe in what, man? So-called white Jesus. All right? All right? All these things in witchcraft, man. Yeah? I got one.
This is Psalm chapter 10, verse 4. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in his Salakia. The Most High is not in all his thoughts.
Yeah, that's right, man. So this is a wicked thing. Say that first part again.
This is Psalm chapter 10, verse 4. The wicked through the pride of his countenance.
Yeah, the scriptures say what, man? Pride goes before destruction and the Holy Spirit before fall, man. And America is the most prideful place on the face of the earth, man. All right? It said the wicked through the pride of his countenance. Hey, this nigga think he set his own self up. What is a most high, gave this kingdom to you, man. It's going to say what, man? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. So it's really the Lord that has the power to give it to you, man. If the Lord's giving you that power, man, why would you be proud, man? All right? And they forget who set them up, man. All right, but hey, man, the Lord created them to be the wicked, so they're gonna do wickedness anyway, man, regardless.
I got a quick precept to back you up. This is Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will.
Yeah, that lets you know, man. All that voting shit, that shit is, hey, man, that shit don't mean nothing, man. All right, that shit don't mean nothing, man. Hey, man, in America, you gotta vote with computers and shit like that. Who's counting that shit, man? Who's verifying that shit, man? All right? At the end of the day, it's the Lord. He's the one that set up kings, man. All right?
Go ahead, go back in, I got one more precept. This is Psalm chapter 75, verse 6. It reads, for promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south, but the Most High is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another.
Right, man. So guess what, man? This whole thing is really set up by the Most High, man. He puts who's in power and he set down who's in power, man. All right? He's the one that, all right, has this thing organized, man. All right? There's no such thing. Honestly, there ain't no such thing as free will, man. There's no such thing as free will. This is the Most High's program, man. That's why he's the one that should be feared, man. He's the one that we should be trembling, all right, when we hear his name, man. All right? You can't give yourself no power, man. Even this what we in right now, man. Hey, man, we wasn't thinking about this a few years ago, man. All right? These are things that the Most High got to give you, man. The Lord got to give you, man. All right? Go ahead.
I'll go back to Psalm 10. This is Psalm chapter 10, verse 4. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts.
Yeah, that's right, man. And these goddamn Edomites and the rest of these heathen, 2/3 of our people, hey, they're not thinking about the Lord, man. All right? You know, people talk a lot of shit, oh, we're not in the hood, and et cetera, et cetera. Hey, man, ain't nobody gonna stop out here, man. Nobody gonna stop. I'm not expecting, hey, man, there might be somebody, but in general, hey, people don't stop. All right? So the Most High is not in all their thoughts, man. All right? This is a nation that, guess what, man, is wise to do evil, man. All right? And I said, I'm sort of the heathen and 2/3 of our people, man, because 2/3 are following the ways of the goddamn heathen, man. All right? When they should be following the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. All right? This is your power, man. This is our book, man. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 5, his ways are always grievous.
Yeah, that's right, man. His ways are does, all right, is of death, man. All right? Because of that, every time this dude goes somewhere, man, this man goes somewhere, it's like a great cloud, a dark cloud. It comes over your country, it comes over your people, it comes over your animals, it comes over your crops. All right? Everything he does is previous, man. Everything his hand touches is as of death, man. All right?
It reads, thy judgments are far above out his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them.
Yeah, that's right, man. It says, all his enemies, he puffeth at them, man. All right? You know, he's the hammer of the earth, man, the so-called white man. All right? All right? He's the one that's running the work of earth right now because what, man? The Lord gave him the power of what, man? The sword, man. All right? So he's using his influence, his military influence throughout the whole earth, all right, to push his wicked ass philosophy, man. All right? Okay? But guess what, man? The scriptures say what, man? The scriptures say what? The weak has become strong. All right? So all these nations, all these so-called small nations back in the day, now they have nuclear weapons now. So, hey, man, it's a whole different ballgame, man. Right? Right?
Genesis chapter 27 and verse 40. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him.
Yeah, that's right, man. And that's the Edomites. Once again, he's a carnal people, man. All right, this is a man that sold his birthright for a morsel of meat, man. Right?
That was going into the blessing for Esau, right? And the blessing that Esau got. But after Jacob received the real blessing, Esau basically got like a hand-me-down blessing because he's looking and crying about it. Read it again, bro.
And by thy sword shalt thou live.
And by thy sword shalt thou live. That's why, like the brother going into, that's why Esau is so previous when he deals with people. Because his blessing was the sword. You know, everything he has, he turns into a sword. To the point even his tongue is a sword. Alright? That's why he makes this legislation, these laws, and the Father puts us, especially the so-called Negroes, like so-named Americans, in a previous predicament. You know, because this man's blessing ultimately was the sword. Right?
And shall serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
Right, and Esau has dominion over the nation of Israel. You know, at this point, right?
And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him.
Because ultimately, Esau's blessing is reign on, like the blessing right there, man. That was given to him ultimately from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. You know, to be a rulership for a time. But pretty soon, that yoke is going to run back on his neck, man. And we at the end of this so-called white man's kingdom. So what I'm saying in that way.
That last one again, so
And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him.
that's right, man. So, you know, a lot of people, they say, well, you know, people are racist because how their parents raised them. And listen, man, hey, man, this is how these Edomites been born, man. All right, they are mortal enemies, man. It's an ancient hatred, all right, from all the way back in the womb, man. All right, so there ain't gonna be no holding hands, man. There ain't gonna be love everywhere you go, man. There ain't no so-called white people and black people working together and all that type of shit, man. All right? All right? This thing is ancient hatred, man. All right? It says what? Esau hated his brother, man. All right? Because of the blessing, man. All right? So when you want to know why so-called white people hate you so much, it's right there in the scripture, man. All right?
And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob.
Yeah, that's right, man. So then I slay my brother Jacob, man. And that just as that happened in the ancient days, that's happening all the way until today, man. Until tomorrow, man. Until however long, all right, be in this wicked ass kingdom, man. Hey, man, even the kingdom of heaven, they gonna hate us, man. All right, but they gonna need a subjection then. All right, but guess what, man? There ain't gonna be no love, man. Ain't no love between us, man. All right, we the main players on this world stage, man. Everybody know that, man. There's always white, who's the so-called white and black. Everybody else is an extra, if you want to put it that way, man. All right. All right.
This is Psalm chapter 10, verse 6. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity.
Yeah, that's right, man. So they think that their kingdom is going to last forever, man. And that way of thinking has trickled down onto these people, man. It even trickled down to people of Israelites, man. They think this place is gonna last forever, man. They can't imagine, all right, this place being destroyed or this kingdom is falling. But guess what, man? All the past kingdoms before, I'm pretty sure all these people were thinking the same thing. But Babylon is gonna last forever. Okay? Greece is gonna last forever. Rome is gonna last forever. Right? But guess what, man? Ain't nothing, no kingdom lasts forever. There's only one kingdom that's gonna last forever, man. Right? And that's the kingdom of Israel, man. Right? When the Lord makes his return and sets it up, man. But this kingdom, this kingdom is on its last legs, man. This kingdom is circling down the drain, man. Ain't nothing. This is the lowest level kingdom ever, man. The most wickedest kingdom ever on the face of the earth, man. And the Lord's coming back to correct this shit, man. Destroy this place on the face of the earth, man. All right?
I got a precept. This is Psalm chapter 49, verse 11. The inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
Yeah, that's right, man. So the inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, man. All right? They don't see this place. Hey, America, it's so crazy. They could drop atomic bombs on a country, and they don't think nothing will ever happen to them, man. Right? Americans, man, they got short memories. But these people around the world, and the Most High and His Son, ain't no forgetting, man. Ain't no forgetting of your sins, man. This place ain't lasting forever, man. All right? Go ahead.
Hey, just to back you up, brother. Hey, just to back you up, you're right, because that's going on. But two things. Well, normally see bias. You know, normally see bias going into. They think this is the norm. All these idiot zombies out here. You know, they think this is going to go on, man, and nothing can happen. And that's actually, if someone want to get it, from the brother Isaiah 47, old virgin daughter of Babylon. You got it? There you go. You know, why is it a virgin daughter? Because no war, no kind of war has such a soil of America, right? And that's why they believe that nothing's going to happen. Even though, like you said, they dropped a goddamn atomic bomb in the country. You don't think they're not going to retaliate? Hey, brothers probably know who's in I think it was North Korea. They just officially declared themselves a nuclear state now. Right? It's in North Korea right now. So, you can't get around the prophecies, man. Everything's going towards America being blown away by fire, which is nuclear fire, man. A desolate wilderness. Again, North Korea just declared themselves a nuclear state now, man. And we already know North Korea has been threatening America for the past years. So what the brother said is on point. What the brother said is prophecy, man.
Isaiah chapter 47, verse 1. Come down and sink in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne.
Yeah, that's right, man. So guess what, man? Eventually, hey, man, America is going to be, is going to fall from their position of power, man. All right? And we see all throughout the earth, man. The power of America is waning, man. People don't respect this place like they used to, man. They don't respect this place like the 70s and the 60s and the 80s, man. All right? Hey, back in the day, these world leaders wouldn't dare say nothing to the president of America, man. All right? Now, hey, they making comedy shows on their TV program. Talking about Sleepy Joe and all these type of things, man. All right? So America, its power is waning, man. The influence throughout the earth is waning, man. You see what's going on with these NATO countries, all right, following after America. Now, they're saying that in Europe, all right, they ain't gonna have no gas for the winter time, man. All right. So you're following after America, and that's where it's gonna lead you. You won't have no gas for your people, man. All right. And these countries are gonna get tired of this place, man. All right.
To back you up, brother, I'm on to the show in Cali. They're warning the people of energy ration. Right. There's going to be a blackout in Cali, what we were talking about. And just to add the fuel to the fire, brother, just show you this.
Say that was more real.
Name in Jersey.
Jersey. Okay. Yeah. You know what? You can read this, right?
I'll show the cameras. This is going to happen. This is in Illinois, man, January 1st. And then also in New Jersey, man. So now what? I want to see the woman king in these days, man. I want to see Xena the warrior bitch in these days, man. All right? Look, second degree murder. You ain't 9-1, it's not going to help you. Burglary, aggravated assault. Okay? So it's going down, man. Basically a purge throughout the whole United States. Okay? Kidnapping. Somebody kidnap your kid or a woman, you know women going to get kidnapped. All right? If they don't believe, it's right here on the list. Kidnapping. Robbery. Intimidation. Second degree intimidation. Aggravated battery. Burglary. Arson.
Wow.
Now what?
That's right, man. So all hell is getting ready to break loose, man. But we don't again.
Come down and sit in the dust. O virgin daughter of Babylon.
That's right, man. So why do they call America that virgin daughter, man? Why? Because it's never been touched. It's never had any type of war on this soil, man. All right, so it's gonna come down and sit in the dust, man. Babylon, man. There's a bunch of confusion, man. This place is just a bunch of confusion, man. All right. So from that spot high up, it's gonna be brought low, man. All right. Go ahead.
Sit on the ground. There is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans.
That's right, man. So sit on the throne. There's no throne, man. All right, the rulership of these Edomites, man, is about to be over, man. It's going to be a swift destruction to this place, man. All right, so you people out here that think, oh, America's going to go on forever, I can't see nothing else. Well, we're going to see in the very near future, man. All right, the brother just put up on the screen, all right, oh, hey, man, police are not going to be responding, all right, to certain things, man, including what, man? Double murder, how do you say? Second degree murder, all right? Theft, all right? They got in some states already, they're not even responding to rape cases, man. All right? So all hell is about to break loose in this place too, man.
Yo, when they had that shooting in that school where they shot them kids up, the police almost didn't respond to that shit. They almost let that dude shoot everybody in school, man, because when he was busting off them rounds, the police was around the corner the whole time. You know, so you can see what's happening with the brother just read that we just brought out. You can see that shit ain't far-fetched, man. You know, who the hell trying to give their life for some bullshit, man? You people become wild animals. Especially you are so-called Negroes, Latino Native Americans, you young niggas in the hoods, y'all become wild animals, man.
Yeah, man, just to add to the point, a few weeks ago, I was told two police officers, I say, yo, a lot of these police officers are going to quit because this is some bullshit. Oh, nah, I'll be all right. The next day in the news, a record number of police officers already quit their job, man. All right, in New York City, man. All right? Man, when we have the police out here to protect you, man, these officers, they're going to keep their guns, they're going to keep their bullets and all that shit to protect their own family, man. All right, you women out here, man, it's going to be as real as it gets, man.
Hey,
All right?
There was a footage in Chicago. They just showed something happened. It doesn't tell you what happened, but in Chicago, in the hood, they show you cops just running, and then all you see is female cops just running for their life. You know, and then, on the post, they shoot.
was a shootout, right? Was a shootout. You see what the cops running for their life, and they're supposed to be patrolling.
Right.
You know, but that's just only Chicago, and it's gonna become a thing where a lot of cops are just gonna resign because it's gonna get too dangerous out here. In New York, you have the, you know, every year Labor Day parade, which they didn't have for 2 years. But even in, you know, Jubilee, Labor Day parade, a lot of shit happens because there be so much chaos. People drunk, people high, people walking around, you know, horny and shit, and the cops can't really do anything because it's so chaotic. Most they could do is show their presence, but it doesn't stop people from committing any crime. And that's the time we coming to. We're gonna come to the point when every day's gonna be like that, it's gonna be chaotic. And it'll be total confusion. I got a picture for you real quick. Now this Job 20 and 5. No, 4. Knowest thou this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short.
Yeah, that's right, man. So guess what, man? Because people say, well, the triumphant of the wicked is short. All right, so what? These Edomites think, what, they have a long reign, but in all reality, they have a very short reign, man. In the grand scheme of things, it's going to be a blip in the timeline of Israel rule forever, man. All right? You know, these people think it's going to last forever. It's not lasting forever, man. Actually, we're in the last days of this place, man. All right, people know these are the last days, man. When I go on the street and I'm outside by myself, I ask people these things, man. And they know it's coming down, man. They know it's about to get crazy out here, man. But the difference between us and them is that, guess what, man? We have this comfort, man. All right, we have this word, you know, to keep us safe, man. These other people out here, man, they ain't got no hope, man. I talk to some chick, I say, yo, all cars gonna break loose. What you gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna move down south and steal from supermarkets. I'm like, damn, that's your plan? So that's your plan, you know. I told her some things, she stopped talking to me, but you know, shout out to her. You know what I mean? But that's what it is, man. All right?
Now look, when you look at that word triumphant, right? You actually go to etymology. The word triumphant derives from the word triumphant, right? Where it's short for hen to Bacchus. Now Bacchus was a Roman deity for wine and pleasure. And during the time of Rome, when they received the victory, they would parade and pay homage to Bacchus by drinking and mirth. But the Most High is destroying mirth and victory because America is on its way of collapse. So going back to Job 20 and 5, that the triumphant of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. So you think about doesn't tangle with pleasure. You know, what comes with pleasure? What's that word in you? You know, success. You know, long-term goals in America. That's all part of pleasure. And it says, that's right, man. And the mirth of this land is gone, man. All right? You know, the brother read about the deity Bacchus. You know, they just celebrated Labor Day parade right here in New York City. All right? They always put that bacchanal spirit. All right? You reveling and that drunkenness and that lewdness. That's where they're going back to.
Right, exactly. Yeah. That's the spirit, you know, America push. But guess what, man? That spirit of mirth is about to go, man. All right? Hey, man, it's not like this is not what it used to be, man. All these so-called holidays that people celebrate, all these type of things, man. It ain't have the same fire like it used to have like 5 years ago, man. This shit is life, man. All right?
This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Right, man. So, and that's what's about to go down, man. All right, they about to lock this place down, man. All right, they got concentration camps. All right, they got guillotines. All
All right, they plan to starve people out. All right, they plan to take away the gas. All right, from these people. All right, a lot of people gonna be in jail. All right, hey, the devil is coming down with great wrath, knowing that he had but a short time, man. So you niggas out here thinking this so-called white man is your friend. Hey, you're gonna find out. Hey, man, the truth is always revealed in time, man. Hey, Isaiah 30 or 31, verse 1. Either one of them is good. All right, you know. In that time, man, you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out, man. The devil's about to show his horns, man. You know, all these women, they're gonna be on TV crying, "Oh Lord, help me!" and Joe Biden, help me, and the man that'll help you ain't no help for your ass, man. All right? This devil knows he has a short time, and he's about to go out with a bang. All right?
Niggas too. Niggas gonna be bitches in those days too, man. Right? You think these bitches gonna be out here crying, running, and looking for food and looking for help? You would have niggas doing the same thing, right? A lot of these simple ass niggas do the same thing, man. You know, because men today are so cold, man. They put their faith in wealth and money and things like this. But soon as this whole thing collapse, they don't pay me. You don't know how to catch fish. You don't know how to swim. You don't know how to start a fire. You don't know how to defend yourself. You don't know how to shoot a gun. You know? Everybody gets the technology nowadays, man. So when all hell breaks loose, even the men are gonna be crying and weeping and mourning, looking for help from other men. You should be ashamed of yourself, man.
They did just a quick point. They did actually a survey comparing the men now to the men back in World War II. Basically showing you that, you know, the men, you know, in World War II had a higher testosterone rate than the men now. Okay? Because all the foods that, you know, that Esau put in these foods, man, making the men weak. Put estrogen in food, making them less docile. Okay? So yeah, man, these men, these so-called men are really women, man. You know, and like the mama's saying, man, they're gonna cry in that day. You know?
It's not a good. It's one thing to hear a woman. It's one thing to hear a woman screaming. All right, you ever heard a death scream from a woman? It's one thing to hear that. It's another thing to hear a man when he's screaming like he's about to fucking die, man. All right, it's a whole different ballgame, man. So if the man is going to be messed up, all right, what's going to go on with these women, man? All right, in the age where these women are so filled with pride, man. But guess what? Hey, you're going to have to show and prove in these days, man. All right.
And, you know, the Spirit is saying that because that's the Most High bringing that, you know, that spirit on things how it's supposed to be.
Right.
Because the reason why a woman can argue right now that men are too masculine or complain about anything is because we live in a time where women are so safe. Right. Now, when you take that away, men are honored because all the things that a woman receives, right, well, she's supposed to receive from a man, she's getting it, you know, from the government.
Right.
You know, she would go to get, meat for the supermarket. You know, where before men hunted. You know, men went out and hunt. Or if a woman wants safety, she just call 911. You know, let them shut off 911 for a month or 6 months. Now for a man, it's not gonna affect him. We don't rely on 911. Every time you call 911, you gotta fill out accident report. You know what I'm saying? You get into a car accident, and now you gotta call the authorities. Now you gotta report it for your insurance. You know, when you lose your wallet, you might have to go to the precinct because you lost your wallet. Because if somebody find your wallet or find your ID, and they commit a crime and they drop your wallet, it could make it seem like you was part, you get mistaken for a crime and you was never part of it. So that's the only time men we go to the precinct. But women, they call 911 for anything because they rely on their safety from the government. So the Most High is going to take away, all their safety and pleasure that they receive today. That could be part of their judgment. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me.
Yeah, that's right. And it says, woe to the rebellious children that take counsel. Read that again.
saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me.
Yeah, that take counsel, but not Yahweh Shai, man. All right? Our people take counsel of everything else but the scriptures, man. All right? We tell you, come back to your power, come back to your nationality, follow the Lord's statutes and commandments to the best of your ability. But guess what, man? Our people like to go to our enemy for advice, go to our enemy for help. That's what our people does, man. But guess what? In that day, all right, you're gonna be ashamed because of that, man. All right. See, a lot of people they took the jab in. Hey, man, she wasn't even that bad, man. Motherfuckers lining up to take a jab. You don't even know what's in it. So that lets you know the state of a lot of these people, man. Their mindset is weak, man. All right. I spoke to a chick the other day. I was in this restaurant bar, and I'm saying, so I say, what do you do? How do you handle shit? She said, I just do what they tell me to do. I'm like, God damn. You don't even have a critical thought for yourself. I just do whatever they want me to do, I'm going to do. They want me to take 5 shots, I'm going to take them. I'm like, damn, son, Levite chick. I'm like, God damn. That's the state of our people, man. They docile, man. Or they think this is it. They think this is the way to live, man. Concrete everywhere. All right, noise everywhere. All right, ambulance sounds everywhere. The trees can't even breathe. They're on the concrete. They think this is it, man. All right? But guess what, man? If you follow the ways of these heathen, all right, the ways of Egypt, man, hey, man, you're going to be found wanting in that day, man. All right? All right?
That take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit.
Yeah, that's what.
No. I was about to bring it like this. Read it.
Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Yeah, that's right, man. So they take counsel of not the ways of Yahweh Shai, man. And they take counsel of the way of the so-called white man. All right, the white man tells you, hey, man, jump, you stay how high, man. All right? Hey, take this shot. All right. What's in it? You don't know. You're taking that in your body, man. But we tell you, hey, man, you're supposed to not supposed to have any cuttings in your flesh. Oh, nah. All right? I told her the other day, I said, yeah, man, don't get no more tattoos. No more tattoos. She's like, no, I'm going to get another one. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? And that's our people, man. All right? They won't listen to somebody that looks like them. All right? They won't listen to somebody, all right, if we don't got no money, the scripture speak about what, man? A poor man's wisdom. All right? The poor man, if somebody could get that, if that's somewhere, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Speak about what? The poor man's wisdom, all right? Roughly paraphrasing, all right? Nobody listens to the so-called poor man, but let that so-called rich man, yeah. All right? Let a celebrity come out here, all right? You know, and our people all ears, man, all right? All right, yeah.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 13, verse 23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue.
Yeah, that's right, man. So when a rich man speaking, every man holds his tongue. All right? Goddamn Bill Gates is out here. This nigga is not a scientist. He's not a doctor. He has no official position with the government. This nigga's always talking about shit dealing with the government, man. All right? Nobody questions that, man. All right? Bill Gates opened his mouth. Jay-Z opened his mouth. All right?
You're right. But the reason is because he owns it. That's why. Right. You know? I think he's the biggest contributor of the new organization. Right. Bill Gates has bought I think 273 acres, 273,000 acres of farmland. He plants seeds. That's why he can do it. You know? But overall, like you're right, in the spirit, he has no medical degree or doctorate degree, or you know what I mean? This guy funds. Really, it's him who supports the whole rule in the vaccine situation. Right? So that's the only reason is the ads can get up there. And he's a lower elite. You know, his bloodline goes back to the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds. The devils of the earth. You know, so hey man, we the matrix, man. You know, at the end of the day, you know, the ones who are free from who are unplugged is the ones who are free to the Spirit of the Lord, man. To see the truth, which is this ain't the truth out here. That ain't no truth. Bird over there, Shake Shack. All right, the air that you breathe is goddamn fake. You got acid rain. You got splice seeds. You got Bill Gates supports. This demon talks about he want to block out the sun. All right, so the only truth is what? In the spirit of Yahweh Shai, man, by way of prophecy. Right? That's what we ought to get ready for, to pray that the Lord makes us courageous to survive these days, man. Because what's a fact is that the FBI agents, CIA agents are moving out the country, along with the rich. You got what? All these canceled tours. I just saw a video last night. I thought it was just Justin Bieber because he took the jab and I ain't got calls either. But now, and only in the month of September, all these you can look it up. A lot of celebrities have canceled tours for the rest of the year. Why they do that? You know? Because they know something's coming. We just showed you earlier, January 1st. So January 1st, 9 indictable crimes. And one of them is murder. So, I mean, goddamn. You know? So these are the times that the Lord always talked about. We're approaching times that's never been seen in the world's history. That's a deep statement. We're talking about times that surpassing the days of Noah. The times of that flood. You know, Sodom and Gomorrah, etc.
St. Corinthians 4 and now 23. It says, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost.
That's right.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
It is hid
That's
to them that
what
are
I'm
lost.
saying. Now listen, he said so correct. When it's hid to us, it's hid to the Lord himself. Which
That's
means
right. That's right.
that,
What's hid?
man,
What's hid?
it's God. That's what you say. God bless you.
How?
brother.
That's right. And how is
You
it
gotta
hid?
keep it.
I'll keep the peace, man. All right.
Alright.
I love y'all, man.
Hey,
All y'all
praise
are great,
God.
man.
You
Peace,
Israel.
God.
But now you see what's going on. You're being woken up by the Spirit. You know, you Hebrew Israel. All right, the Lord has the same complexion as you.
That's
He
right.
has the same hair as you.
That's right.
So you an image of Yahweh Shai. That's the name of the Heavenly Father, the all omnipotent one. All right, he to be.
They call me 7 stars. Yeah.
Okay,
I
well,
made 60 years in jail just out of a week ago.
hey, well, see.
Assalamu alaikum.
Hey, well, shalom. Peace
Let's
be.
say shalom. Let's say shalom.
Because you Hebrew Israel.
You're welcome. Welcome.
I'm ready again. St. Corinthians 4.
Whatever y'all can give. Excuse me. I want to say something. A little money and then a cheeseburger or something. I'm very hungry, guys. Thank you, guys. God bless you, man. Whatever y'all can give, man. From the heart. Yeah, thank you, guys. God bless you, man. Peace, God. Everybody else, y'all get your cheeseburgers. God bless. Yo, y'all be safe, man. May the Lord bless you, God. You got us, God. Hold it down, my nigga.
Man should not eat my bread alone.
That's right.
You know?
The
Every
true
word.
brother said it.
That's right, man. This is 2 Corinthians 4 and 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost.
That's right. And you can see how people are lost. Right? He did a hard time, man. 60 years ago. Damn. He just got out last week, and now he says, you know, he think he's a Muslim. He's lost. But, you know, we gave the Spirit to the Lord to tell him what it is, you know, who he is, who you serve, you know. But all these people out here are lost, man. They have no idea. They have no idea what's about to go down. Especially you nappy-headed women, man. All right?
In whom the God of this world has blinded.
That's right. The Most High is blinding your eyes. Let's be walking up and down the street thinking it's going to be okay. And obviously, it ain't going to be okay, man. All right? You got, again, we're not going to let this go. January 1st. If we could just call it the purge. The year of the purge, man. All right? You don't know that's going to happen. You don't know that's going to be a goddamn blackout. And California is getting prepared to go underway right now. You know? You don't know that these people, the rich people in the country, they're moving out, man. does that mean? They're waiting for the people, citizens in America, what? For an implosion. They're watching a little Yerma Doom TV screens and watching the chaos. Why? Because the devil rules by what? He divides and he conquers. Divide and conquer. Slock.
Yeah. I'm going to add on. Yeah. So the God, let's get the scripture out. And the God being, God is Satan, or even the physical kind of the so-called white man. You've been blinded, a lot TV, madness, witchcraft, deceitfulness. It says, lest the light of the glorious gospel of the anointed, who is the image of the Most High, should shine onto them. Okay? Right. As it says, in whom the God of this world has blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of the anointed, who is the image of the Most High, should shine onto them.
That's right. And that key thing there says light. That's right. That's what it's like you. That light does not only make you see, but it also blinds, right? But you know, one of the best self-defense techniques is a flashlight. I just learned that a year ago. Shit. So carry a little high LED flashlight. Because why? You understand, when a cop pull up to you, you got a flashlight to blind your ass. So a light can be used as best self-defense too, but overall, a light can blind you. Nobody can look up at the sun, can you? Right? You can't see no more after that. So not only does the light make you see, but it also blinds. And the Most High has done that, man. The light's right here, Lord. We got the shining through men. Because what? Light is synonymous with knowledge. And the ultimate light bearer is none other than our Lord Yahushua. Okay, we being led out this dark world, Proverbs 74:19. We've been led out of the dark world by the light of the Lord, which is the knowledge. We know what's going to happen. But what's the know? The prophecies. The ultimate prophecy is that America is going to be destroyed by nuclear fire. That's the ultimate prophecy. The Lord's going to come back and crack the skies with the holy chariots and save the elect, save the ones that believe. We know that the light has shown us, the light of the Lord, which is the knowledge, has prophesied to us that the MOTBs run around the corner, man. Right? That's part of the light. And in these dark days that's been right before us, that we are not to fear and have put our faith and our trust in the Lord to lead us out these dark times, to lead us through his light.
Okay. This is Proverbs 4:18. But the path of the just is as the shining light.
That's right. The path of the just is as a shining light. I think there's one in Proverbs, the 3rd chapter. Someone look around the 20s. It talks about light around there, like 3rd chapter, Proverbs. Yeah, 3rd chapter, like during the 20s and 15s. It says light, somewhere around there, like a shining light. What you got, brother?
It says, verse 19. It says, the way of the wicked is as darkness.
That's right.
They know not at what they stumble.
One more time.
It says, but the path of the just is as the shining light.
That's right, the path of the just. What does the word just mean? You're justified or just from laws, right? So there's no justice if there's no laws, right? You're justified by law. So the just of the, what it says, Sean?
It says the path of the just is as the shining light.
That's right. So what makes the path of the just justified is the law of the Lord, man. It's as the shining light. We didn't get up. We got up here by one way. All of us up here. It's by repenting and acknowledging the laws of the Lord. Because we see that's the truth. That's the light. That's going to lead us to salvation, man. All right? See, lead us to get beamed up in chariots. These laws in society, they still got you in the bottom. Still got you in the homosexuality. Still got you in spiced food. Still got you women over. Where these fucking laws got you in society, huh? Nowhere. Got you in goddamn McDonald's burgers and being a disgruntled society, wanting to be a rapper or a lowlife, got you nowhere, man. And still having respect for Esau the devil, the so-called white man. He's a devil. The law said this man's wicked, man, his ways. The law said that he that stealeth the man, right, How's it go? He that steals a man. There you go. So that right there, this man's wicked. That's the law.
This is Psalms 119. We start at 104. With thy precepts get understand. With thy precepts I get understanding. Therefore I hate every false way. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path.
Oh, what was that? Was that Proverbs?
That's Psalms.
Psalms? Read it again.
119 and 104 and 105. With thy precepts I get understanding.
That's right.
Therefore I hate every false way.
And that's the thing. Again, we're up here. We didn't get up here by, we got up here by one way. We repented and acknowledged the Lord's first. Why? Because we know as soon as the Lord woke us up to his knowledge of the light, we start from the commandments. We said, wait a minute, man. Oh, everything is false. This is the false way. The right way, which comes toward righteousness, right? The scriptures of the laws, that's the right way. And that was only given to our people. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. This is the right way. Not Esau's way, not the Moabites' way, not America's way, not Biden's way, not Trump's way. Yahushua's way. Yahushua's way. Again,
It says, thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Because through the word, that's how we navigate. Because without the light, what happens? You're in darkness. So what the light does, it illuminates the darkness. You can see where you're going. But if there's no light, what happens? You're gonna stumble on things. You might fall. But when it says the word and navigate is light to your feet, you know. But out there, you get lost, or you're gonna be lost.
that's right. Read that one more time. That goes right.
Proverbs 4:18, but the path of the just is as the shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day.
And what's the perfect day? When Yahushua comes back, man. All right? That's that perfect day. But this is what this light is leading us to. To be beamed up and see Yahushua, man. Salvation, man. That's what from destruction of America. To be saved from something, you got to be saved from danger. Right? And we live in a dangerous time. The ultimate danger is the destruction of America, man. All right?
It says, the way of the wicked is as darkness, they know not at what they stumble.
That's right. The way of the wicked is as darkness. They know not of what they stumble. All right? They don't know what they're stumbling on out here, man. At all. Why? Because overall, they were blinded. Why? Because your deeds are evil. We're in a time of judgment. You got something?
I got something after that.
This is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness.
Check the water. From the top again.
This is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good.
Yeah, that called evil good. Here it is. Eve means what? Eve means a time period. You got Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, right? And ill means ill will, bad intentions. So that, if you break down the word, it's a time of bad intentions. All right? When you over here, caught over here like a goddamn sardine can in serving slavery, that's bad intentions, man. So from day one, as soon as we set foot on this damn place, this cesspool called America, it's been evil for our people, man. And you motherfuckers want to call this place good? You didn't come here like the apostle was saying in Love Boat, man. All right, and this place is still evil to our people. It still gives us bad times. It still has ill-will intentions for us, man. By way of the jump shot, the government. I mean, look at our people. They fill up the jail cells. Why? That's bad times. Taking the father out of the house and raising a bunch of gremlins that you see out there today. But you damn demons, you want to call America good.
It reads,
I'm
I'm going to read it again. This is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness.
It's beautiful. That's what we're talking about here, man. Here it is. And then at the same breath, this is the good. Like I always point you out, brother. I haven't did a video on it.
I know you're going.
Lamandi, I heard the middle verse. Hey, God comes from the word. Excuse me, good comes from the word godly. All right. So what is good? The word of the Heavenly Father, man. So this is the goodness, right? Which goodness, which goes back to God, goes back to what? Power, Allah, right? See, everything goes back to the power, which ultimate power is what? The Holy Spirit, man, or the spiritual power, which you get from the laws and statutes and commandments that was given unto us. That's why we are called, hence, the princes of power, man. How do we get the power? We got it by acknowledging the laws first, man. The law says, the scripture say the law is good. The point is we're out here in the goodness and or the power of the Lord, right? And you call this evil, man. Every one of you idiots out here think this is evil what we're doing. Think it's bad. You don't acknowledge the laws of the Lord. And then it says, like this.
I'm reading again. Woe unto, this is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
That's self-explanatory, man. And this is exactly the world that we live in. Okay? This is exactly the world that we live in. And you can apply this, if you got the light, you can apply it to this world, man.
Now this is Proverbs 3. I'm going to start at 19. We're going to see the subject matter. It says, the Lord by wisdom hath founded the earth. By understanding have he established the heavens.
But I got to stop already. Because what does the Lord say about wisdom? The fear of the commandments is the beginning of wisdom. So even the Most High is hell bent by what he created to, the truth. So he founded the world by the truth, man, by his wisdom. Huh? So
That's right. And it says, by his knowledge the depths are broken up, and the clouds drop down the dew. My son, let not them depart from thine eyes. Keep sound wisdom and discretion. So should that be, so should they be light unto thy soul and grace to thy neck.
Go back to keep sound doctrine. What was that again? Like a verse above?
21. Verse 21. My son, let not them depart from thine eyes. Keep sound wisdom and discretion.
Yeah, keep sound wisdom and discretion. We just told you what the wisdom is. And discretion with the law, statutes, and commandments, you are keeping discretion, which means to be disciplined.
That's how you judge.
Exactly.
Because the law was given us to Israel so that we could be judges on the earth. So we can know what is wrong and what is correct and what is right. That's where we get the word righteous. Righteous means to do that which is right. And it says, verse 22. So should they be light unto thy soul and grace to thy neck.
That's right. Because I'm sorry, the wisdom knowledge, understanding of your Yahweh Shema Shai, we start with the laws. What does it say? That says the laws is the wages of death. Excuse me,
the wages of sin is death.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, it's like the water. The wages of sin is death. Meaning that if you transgress the laws, if you break the laws, you accumulate more death onto you. And ultimately you do that by the body. We're in a wicked body that's not subject unto sin. It's locking in. So if you follow the laws, you're accumulating life onto us, man. Which ultimate life is the charity of the Lord. Which the charity is ultimately coming out here and doing his work.
Now, what you just said, right? You quoted Romans 6:23. Now, the next verse says this. Then shalt thou walk and thy way safely. Because what happens when you break the law? Now, when you break the law, are you safe? No, you're not safe no more. Because it brings forth fruit unto death, right? But when you do the right thing, you are safe. Because you haven't did anything that will be chargeable. Because a wage is what? A wage is something that requires a payment. That's why you go to court, you know, they have things listed as charges. These things require a payment. Count one, count two. Then it says, then shall thy walk and thy way safely, and thy foot shall not stumble.
This is Isaiah 8:13. Sanctify the Lord of hosts himself, and let him be your fear, and let him be your dread. And he shall be for a sanctuary. And that's going into the nation of Israel. It says to fear, come words to fear the Lord. And you fear him by following his law and his commandments. It says, and he shall be for a sanctuary, but for a stone of stumbling and for a rock of offense. Because you mentioned earlier, with a flashlight, it could give you light, or it could blind you. It said, the Lord could be, it said, but for a stone of stumbling and for a rock of offense. Now, you're going to have a lot of people, Israelites, that's going to hear this word and they're going to be offended by it. And it's going to be a stumbling block onto them. They're going to say, oh, I listen to y'all, y'all don't got the truth. But in actuality, the Lord wants you to have it.
Now, you know what the sanctuary means? A sanctuary is a place that you dwell. Right? So it said if you make the Most High your bread, that's going to be a sanctuary, meaning a place of safety. That's why he referenced his knowledge as the secret place of the Most High. Psalms 91 is another one, I think it's in Proverbs. But this is the sanctuary, because what happens when we do the right thing? We bring safety upon ourselves. We bring protection, and the Most High defend us. But when we do the wrong thing, that's when the Most High odds is set against us.
Yeah. It says, to both, it says, I'll read it again, and he shall be for a sanctuary, but for a stone of stumbling and for a rock of offense to both houses of Israel, for a gin, which is a trap, and for a snare to the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And many among them shall stumble and fall and be broken and be snared and be taken. Those that have a lot of niggas die, man. A lot of you so-called Negroes, Latino Americans, the 2/3 of you, those that have died. You know? Only 1/3 is going to be saved. That's a small number out of millions and millions of people. We are as a sand of the sea. So there's going to be a lot of death, especially the day of the Lord. Got it?
I got a question, sir. This is Ecclesiastes, backing up what the brother was saying, how wisdom is a defense. It's a secret place. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. So this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that we get from this truth is our defense. All right, it's our secret place, going back into Psalms 91. All right, when we do the right thing, when we apply the scriptures,
Bring it out.
Come on. Bring it out. It's going to protect us, man. And ultimately, this wisdom is going to keep us stable in the time of trouble, man. Okay? That's the reason why we get into this word. That's the reason why we're supposed to know the whole scroll. Because when the truth, when the word comes out of the streets, it's going to be within us. All right? When you catching all types of hell in Jacob's trouble, man. Precepts is going to be bringing to your head.
Got a precept. Real quick, this is Proverbs 18 and 10. The name of the Lord.
The name of the Lord, man. What's it going to say? Strong tower?
The name of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is a strong tower.
The name of the Lord is a strong tower. And what's a tower supposed to do? It's supposed to defend you. All right? That's why in ancient times they set up towers so other armies can't invade it. All right? But the name of the Lord, which is Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is a strong tower. That's the reason why, when we was in these different captivities, All right, we called on the names of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to deliver us out of those captivities. Okay? But now here in America, the name was taken away. All right, so we have to call on those names for us to, be defended, man. Right?
And son, just to back you up, that's right, because here it is, if you got the knowledge of the Lord, you realize this is your defense. And what do they run into? They got a mask up thing that's going to protect them. They run into the government's defense, right? So we already know by default, they don't choose to fear the Lord. They think America's going to protect them. It's totally opposite.
That's right. Now it says, the righteous running into it and it's safe.
Only the righteous run into it and it's safe, which is the elect. Because only the elect is going to, call on the names of the Lord with all truth and sincerity, man. All right? That's the ones that's doing this work as well, man. Because you could know the names, all right? But that's not going to guarantee saving, man. All right? It's about, applying this truth, man. All right? And calling on the names and fearing the Lord, man. Because when you fear the Lord, okay, your faith shows by that, man. Okay? So you got to know the names, man. All right? Is that fine?
This is Ephesians 6, verse 13. It says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High.
And that whole armor is what? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures, man. All right? These scriptures are defense, man. That's our armor. Okay? Read it again, Baba Kushal.
Right. Ephesians 6 and 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High.
So we have to take onto us the whole armor of the Most High. Go ahead.
That ye may be able to withstand the evil day.
That we may be able to withstand the evil day. And that evil day is talking about what? Jacob's trouble, man. Somebody get Isaiah 33 and 6. Because it goes right with it. Right.
It says, that ye may be able to withstand the evil day, and having done all to stand.
Right. Because his wisdom, it's gonna make you stand at the end of the day, man. Okay, it's gonna carry you out, man. It's gonna help you endure, man. Okay, that's why the Lord gave us this truth, man. All right, for endurance, man. All right, this is the comforter, man. All right.
All right. It's Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6, and it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time.
So wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. And when you actually go into the word stability, all right, when you go into the Strong's definitions, it goes into faith. Okay? So this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, it boosts your faith, man. All right, it's going to keep you stable. It's going to keep you firm. All right, in the evil day. Okay? That's why we have to seek the book, of the Lord, man. Okay? That's why we have to read. That's why we have to study, man. Okay? Because it's going to boost our faith up, man. All right? It's going to keep us firm in a time of calamity, man, in a time of tribulation, man.
What the scripture saying? Blessed is he who readeth.
That's right, man.
So you ain't blessed, man, if you're not reading. And you're not reading if you don't comprehend. And comprehension means understanding. You don't got to understand, you got to know the Spirit. Simple as that, man. Real quick. But you're like, I'm blessed, are you?
Right, I gotta bring it up again.
Anyway,
Go ahead. What you say? Go ahead, bro. Proverbs chapter 8, verse 11. It says, for wisdom is better than rubies.
For wisdom is better than rubies. Okay? And the modern day ruby is what? Money, man. Okay? This wisdom is above all things. When you read the book of Wisdom of Solomon, the 8th chapter, he expounds how beautiful wisdom is, man. How it taught him all things. It gives you discernment. It reveals you the prophecies that's happening. Okay? Because at the end of the day, you're not gonna be saved by your riches, man. Here in America, man. Okay?
It says, and all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it.
Nothing's compared to this wisdom, man. Okay? This is the true beauty, man. All right? This wisdom and knowledge and understanding, man. All right? And somebody real quick, give me the book of Sirach 6 and 22. All right? Because this truth is precious, man. It's real precious, man. So when the Lord gave you this truth, you have to be appreciative, man. Why? The scripture's going to tell you. Go ahead.
Sirach 6 and 22, for wisdom is according to her name, and she is not manifest unto many.
She's not manifest unto many, man. showing you that this truth is bougie, man. Okay? Because it's not made for everybody here in this world, man. Only a particular people, only the elect, is going to receive this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and endure. Okay? You try to tell a Jake, this truth, man, they in darkness. They ain't going to understand, man. Okay? This wisdom is the true light, man. All right? Because Yahweh Shai comes in the volume of the book. You see? So this wisdom is not manifesting to everybody, man. Because we know that 2/3 of our people are going to be cut off and destroyed, man. Okay? That's why you have to appreciate this truth, man. They don't know prophecies is about to happen. They don't know what the mark of the beast is. All right? They don't know what the MOTB is, the RFID chip. They don't know who their damn enemy is, man. Because they don't got this wisdom.
I got something for you. I know y'all fired up. This Romans 10, I'm going to start at 16. But they have not all obeyed the gospel. For Isaiah saith, Lord, who have believed our report? So their faith coming by hearing.
The faith come by hearing. All right, so when we heard this truth, we got the faith, man. Matter of fact, give me Ephesians, the second chapter, real quick. Go ahead, read it again, Brother Bishop.
So their faith coming by hearing.
So faith coming by hearing, man. So when we heard this truth, it gave us faith, man. All right, think about. Speak about how the Most High stirred about our remembrance, okay? When we started hearing the prophecies of how we were slaves, Deuteronomy 28, how the curses upon our people, we already knew that we was the children of the Most High. It gave us faith, man, okay? It gave us something to look forward to, man. And what is faith? All right, the substance of things not seen, man. The evidence of things hoped for, man, okay? We are the prisoners of faith, man, all right? Because that's what Yahweh Shah is looking for, man. Who's the ones that have faith, man? Okay?
What? That says, so then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High.
And hearing the word of the Most High, man. All right? These scriptures gave us our faith, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shah.
But I say,
it's like we're still, like you're going into, but beginning again, the word is Yahweh Shai. Because the wisdom, everything is Yahweh Shai. He's the Bible, the book. So ultimate faith, ultimate belief is believing in our deliverer. Right? It's believing in Yahweh Shai. That's what the faith is. The wisdom, knowledge, understanding. That's the embodiment of Yahweh Shai. Right? Right? So it's all about Yahweh Shai believing that you believe in Him and trust in Him, that He's going to deliver us from the power of the Heavenly Father. That He's the first begotten Son.
You can know you're an Israelite, but if you don't believe in Yahweh Shai, that means nothing. Because back 2,000 years ago, they all knew that it was Israelites, but their biggest sin was denying Yahweh Shai.
That's right. Yeah, you're right. That's right. Because they believed in the Messiah too coming back. But they didn't believe that Yahweh Shai was the one that was coming back. Right? So you got to believe in Yahweh Shai, which ultimately, like the brother said in the Spirit, He's the volume of the book. He's the law. He's the New Testament. He's the Old Testament. He's the word of the living power.
Got it. Go ahead, bro.
Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8. For by grace are you saved through faith,
Right.
and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua.
It is the gift of Yahweh Shah. All right, because the Lord blesses, gives you, that's a gift, having faith, man. Because everybody doesn't have faith, man. Damn society, man. Everyone doesn't believe. Okay? So we didn't wake up knowing this truth. We didn't wake up one day and say, hey, we are Hebrew Israelites, man. The Lord poured His Spirit upon us, all right, to have faith in those names and have faith in this truth, man. Read it again, Baba Kushar.
Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8. For by grace are you saved through faith,
Right?
and that not of yourselves.
Not of ourselves, man. All right? We can't save ourselves. Okay? Go ahead.
It is the gift of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua.
It is the gift of Yahweh Shah, man, to have this faith, man. Okay? Like I said, man, we didn't wake up knowing that we was Hebrew Israelites, man. All right? Like going back into Romans 10, through the words, we got the faith by hearing the words of the Holy Scriptures, man. All right? That's how we got our faith. And the Lord put the spirit on men to come out here and push this word, man. All right, to gather the sheep, man. All right, to gather the Lord's elect. Okay?
Verse 9. Not of works, lest any man should boast.
Right, not of works, so any man shall boast. All right? Because you ain't do this yourself, man. All right? Everything that you have is a gift from Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. The wisdom that you have, okay? You know, the faith that you have, knowing the names, okay? That's all come from the Most High, man. So you're not supposed to be boasting, man. Okay? Because the Lord gave you that. He blessed you with that, man. That's why the Lord is only dealing with those who are humble, man. All right? That's the characteristics of what an Israelite man should be. It's humble, man, and not boastful, man. Okay? Because that's pride. That comes with pride, and we know pride what? Coming before destruction, man. Okay?
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 8. For ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light
Right,
in
we
the
were
Lord.
sometimes darkness. What is that talking about? Us being in a Gentile state of mind, man. Okay? Us not knowing the truth, man. All right? Us being in the world, serving other idol gods, just being in complete darkness, being consumed by the other philosophies. That's the darkness the scriptures are speaking about. But what? Read it again?
Ephesians chapter 5, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 8. For ye were sometimes darkness,
Right, but we sometimes in darkness, us being in that Gentile state of mind. Go ahead.
but now are ye light in the Lord.
Now ye are light in the Lord. All right, because the Lord, gave us the gift of faith and gave us His truth, man, to believe in Him, which is Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, because He is the light. All right, this wisdom is the light. Okay,
Right? Walk as children of light.
walk as children of light, meaning what? We have to walk in the Spirit, man. Going back into Galatians, I believe the 5th chapter. All right, walk in the Spirit, so we should not fulfill the lust of the flesh. All right, when you're walking in the Spirit, you're applying the truth, man. Okay, you're applying the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that the Most High gave you, man. That's how you walk in the Spirit, man. Okay.
I got something real quick. You said the light, right?
No,
Read that light part again.
it's like Ephesians chapter 5, verse 8. For ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord. Walk as children of light.
That's right. Here's a precept. Matthew 5:14. Someone get that real quick? 5:14 is like these verses. Matthew chapter 5, verse 14. And it says, ye are the light of the world.
Right.
It says, a city that is set on a hill cannot be hid.
Right. We are the light of the world, man. All right, because we got this truth, man. All right. We got the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. All right. The scriptures speak about wisdom maketh a man shine, man. Right, shine. Go ahead.
It says, neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel.
Go ahead.
Right? It says, but on a candlestick, and it's given light unto all that are in the house. I'm reading that again. Matthew 5, verse 15. It says, neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it's given light unto all that are in the house. Right, yeah, that's right, man. So, hey, man, you have this light, man. You're not supposed to hide it, man. All right, you're not supposed to keep this wisdom under a net, man. All right, you're supposed to do what we're doing right now, man. Come out here and do what the Lord commands us to do, man. All right, it's not a thing like, oh, I know I'm an Israelite and I'm not just having friends, man. All right? All right? You get this word, you get this understanding, man. You have to come outside and spread the gospel, man. All right? It says what? It says, let your light so shine before men. And there you go, man. You gotta let the light shine before men. Right? It says that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven, man. Alright? So guess what, man? Men have to see your works, man. Alright? Hey, the scriptures say what? Then they're gonna know a prophet has been amongst them. Alright? And how they gonna know, man? They gotta get this word, man. Whether they hear or they forbear, man. Alright? Ultimately, we're not doing this for the people, man.
men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. All right, so we come out here, man, we glorifying, all right, Yahweh Shem Shai, man. We have to come here, man. Right? Right. That's it. That's it.
This is Matthew 22:9. It says, "Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find into the marriage."
Right? So we have to come out here on the highways and byways and preach this truth. All right, to bid the elect into this marriage, man. All right, and that ultimate marriage is us, meeting Yahweh Shai again, man, which is the bridegroom. Okay? So we have to bid them into this truth, man. Okay? You know? By coming out here and exalting the names of Yahweh Shai, man. All right? And teaching sound doctrine, man. Okay? There's a lot of people, a lot of prophets, there's a lot of false prophets out there, man. All right? That doesn't teach according to the word. Okay? So you have to come out here on the highways and byways and teach the sound doctrine, man. Okay? So you have to be taught again, man. Okay? You know? That was it?
Yeah.
Second Ezra chapter 14, verse 25. It says, "To come hither."
Hold on. One more verse. Elijah. Verse 10, right?
Right.
It says, "So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests." Right? Meaning, you got to bring all of them in, man. Right? What's that in Jude? It said good and bad, right?
Right.
In Jude, it said, what's that in Jude? Sinners? What's that? I don't know. Jude, verse 6. I know the verse. I'm bad at quoting. I know these here. Crept in unawares. That's verse 6 and 7. Right? The scriptures speak about there be some that be what? Crept in unawares. Don't worry, the Most High is going to get rid of them. The scriptures say many are called, but what? But who were chosen. Right? Got it? Yeah. Chapter 4? Yeah. Jude 1 and 4. "For there are certain men crept in unawares, who were before of old ordained this condemnation." Right. That's a pretty much curse, right? Yeah. Right? To be brought in here and then be kicked out, that's a curse. Right? You're just as bad as the 2/3, man.
Even worse.
Yeah, well, even worse, right?
Yeah.
Because the scriptures say you knew it. Yeah. You were better off, what's that, Peter?
Not knowing, yeah.
You were better off not knowing.
Yeah.
Right? So it said, bring in as many as you can, bid as many as you can to the marriage, right, both good and bad. And the Most High will do the rest. Right? So really, we have power, but we don't have that much power, right? Because we can't bring in who we want. We just got to bring in everybody, and the Most High will do the weeding out. Right?
I got quick.
I
got a quick one for you. 1 Corinthians 3 and 6. It says, "I have planted, Apollos watered, but Yahweh by Shema Shai gave the increase."
Right. And who's the one that gives the increase? The Most High, man. Right? I was thinking about you had that? No, I got something. Oh, okay. You tried to eat. Right? It says what? The Most High doesn't increase, man. Right? So we only have a certain level of power, right? Like the ultimate power, the one that we choose, is the one that turns that light switch in that brain is the Most High. Right? Go ahead.
So 1 Corinthians 3 and 6. "I have planted, Apollos watered, but Yahweh by Shem Yahushua gave the increase."
Right, double time, right?
Yeah. You read that twice.
Twice is nice. Right? They said what the key point is what the Most High gave us the increase, man. See? Okay.
Second Ezra chapter 8, verse 41, it says, "But as the husbandmen sowed much seed upon the ground and planted many trees, and yet the thing that is sown good in his season cometh not up, neither doeth all that is planted take root, even so is it of them that are sown in the world. They shall not all be saved."
See that? That's powerful, right? So it said the planter plants, right? But not all the seeds that the planter plants translation to what the prophet's job. They go out and they preach the gospel, but not everybody is gonna take heed to it. That's just the name of the game, man. And we know by numbers, majority of the people that hear this is not gonna be with it. We know a small number is gonna take heed to this word and it's gonna click with a small number of them. That's just the name of the game.
Many are called, but few are chosen.
There you go. Many are called, but few are chosen, man. A lot of people read that scripture in the church. Well, if they do, a lot of people might come across and they have no clue what that's really talking about. Right?
Including vocab. Motherfuckers like vocab and you don't know what's going on, man. But he think you do. That's worse. Like Apostle Paul always says, it's the worst thing to think you're in the truth and you're not. You know, just take me. Apostle Paul said, just take me out. Imagine you think you're in the truth. I got to do something. You know? But yeah, you know, imagine that. That's bad. And vocab, you know, he's a hireling. He's a damn demon, so fuck him. But, you know, you got people out there who believe what they believe, but it's a total lie, man.
That's it. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 11. And for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie.
That's right. Mama Gasha, can someone, get right back to you. Can someone look up delusion in the blue letter? And you can read it.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 11. And for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion.
Strong, not a weak one, not even a delusion, but a strong delusion, man. You got that in blue letter yet? No, not it's my blue letter. Yeah. Oh, you do?
The word delusion is the Greek word G4106. That says splane. And it says wandering, moving, misleading, a vagabond, imposter, corrupter, deceiver. It says seducing, metaphorically, mental strain, error, wrong opinion related to morals or religion, errors which shows itself in action. It says that which leads into error.
Damn, that's pretty bad, man. So that, but make that strong, okay? So he strongly makes you go off. He don't want you. Why? Because you're wicked. Your deeds are evil. There's more. Go back a little bit. You can read it through it again. I'll just stop.
It says wandering, misleading, leading into error,
So,
a
yeah.
vagabond.
The Lord is strongly leading you into error. Keep going.
It says a vagabond, imposter.
Vagabond means basically a goddamn wanderer, man. Okay? He's the one that's making you wander and be lost out here. Okay, with no direction, huh?
It says imposter.
I mean strongly lost. Not even lost, a strong loss.
It says imposter, corrupter, deceiver. It says
Yeah, man, being deceived in high levels, man. You know what? We already know with the cell phone tower, 5G technology. You know, be about a year and through. High level, man. Pretty soon, get used to helicopters being the new cop cars, man. You know, they're gonna replace the cop cars with helicopters pretty soon. That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's gonna be. You can be used to that. Everywhere. That's more the law.
and it says one letter straight from the right way. It says
I mean, damn.
it says wrong opinion related to morals or religion. It says error, that which leads into error, deceit or fraud.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 11. And for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie.
Oh, see? Wow. I don't need to break that down. That's it.
Yeah, that's the majority of our people. The majority of our people believe in Christianity is the biggest lie in this.
Judge, man. Hopefully judgment going down. But when you said believe a lie, that's true because why? The Lord said, "Ye are your father the devil, and your father you will do." Right? And what does the word devil mean, Akib? A slander and a false accuser. Okay? So you're gonna believe a damn which is a so-called white man. and all the wine, all this dumbass philosophies that come out of his mouth, which is this country. All right, it's a joke. So you believe in a lie, man. You got it, bro.
Isaiah 66:4. It says, I will choose their delusions and will bring their fears upon them.
Damn, so if you believe in wearing a mask, your dumbass the Most High make you do that shit.
I'm dying from hair.
Yeah. Something about the mask, you know, I'm always bringing up the mask. You know what I mean? The mask. 'Cause that shows the stupidity. You know what I mean? You fell away from yourself, man. Here it is, we're made from the earth. You gotta eat earth to make it whole again. You know?
You know how another way you can look at it? That's the power of the Yahweh Shem.
That is, yeah.
Where he can make a two-third believe something crazy like that.
A piece of that now, and especially a vaccine, a jump shot given by the devil himself. You're gonna believe this guy? You're right. It's the Most High that puts the power in you to believe in the devil.
Oh, read that again.
You know?
Isaiah 66:4. I will also choose their delusions.
I will also what?
That's right.
Their delusion.
Yeah, not Satan. Like they always say, Satan made me do it. Yeah.
It says, and will bring their fears upon them. Because when I called, none did answer.
That's right. We're calling now.
It says, when I spake, ye did not hear, but they did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that in which I delighted not.
That's what our people do. Our people choose everything contrary to the laws, statutes, and commandments. Everything contrary to them, which is essentially their heritage, man. Our people going back all the way. This is a repeat theme with Israel. They choose other nations to worship, other gods to worship except their own. And what happens? Time after time again, it ends up being to their detriment, man. The Most High judges them. And it's no different today. Right? Right.
Job chapter 12, verse 16. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his.
Right. It says with him is now the him is speaking about who? The scriptures, man. It says with him is what?
Strength and wisdom.
Right, which is all going back to Yahweh Shem Yahshua, the Most High. The world, the man, the entity the world refers to as God. Right? With him is what? Strength, and with him is what? Wisdom, right? Go ahead.
The deceived and the deceiver are his. Job chapter 12, verse 16.
All right, it says deceived and the deceiver are his, man. And we know the number one deceiver on the face of the earth is none other than the so-called white man, who in the scriptures is referred to as the devil, which we just went into. The devil means what? The son? Yeah, slander.
First John chapter 2, verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. First John chapter 2, verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world.
Right. Love not the world and neither the things that are in the world. Right, go ahead.
If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
Right, God says the love of the world is contrary to the Most High. Right? It's supposed to hit this world. Yeah, that's good, right? Right? The love of the world is enmity with the Father. So it's supposed to be against it.
Verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life.
Right, it says all that is in the world, man. And it goes into naming them, which is all which the love of the world will consist of the world and everything that is in the flesh, which is what contrary to the Most High. That's why the majority of our people, so-called Negroes that choose the Native Americans, are not going to make it. Because they do everything to what? Feed their flesh. Instead of feeding their spirit, right? Right,
Yeah, they don't even, like out here, you know, the elders promote what? You going through some stuff, you low in the spirit, go fast. You tell somebody to walk, go fast, they're like, man, I got to look.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's what the scripture says.
yeah, exactly.
That's what I said.
any man speak, let him speak as an oracles of the Most High. The word oral, or oracle, means mouth, because these are the words of the Most High. What comes out of your mouth? Words. It is the Most High words. So we speak of everything what the Scripture says.
Trying to apply the scriptures to our best ability, because we're men in the flesh too, but we have to deny ourselves through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Real quick, right? You had mentioned the oracles, right?
This is 2 Timothy 3:16. All scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High, right? Inspired, right? And I go back to the word left, right? All scripture, it says all scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High and is profitable for doctrine, reproof, for correction, and instruction in what? In righteousness, right? So all answers are in this scripture. So you got our people walking by, the answers to all those problems is contained in this book, man. They just need somebody that is chosen, that's inspired, right, by the Most High to bring it out to them.
I gotta put this out. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 20. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. You know, and it shows you that, you know, we don't speak our own words, man. Okay? We speak through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Okay? So when you come and scoff and walk against us, we're really walking and scoffing against the Most High, man. Alright, because we speak through His words, man. Alright, we speak through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. And that's why ultimately you're going to be judged. Okay?
I got something real quick. Now this 2 Timothy 3:7, because the elder brother mentioned that all the answers are found in the Bible. And it says this, 2 Peter 3:7, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. Because they, you know, our people, they look for everywhere for answers. They look everywhere for peace. You know, they seek it, but they look in all the wrong places. And the answer is found right here in the scriptures. You know, John chapter 15, I'm gonna start at 18. It says, if the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
Right? So if the world hates you, so repeat it again, Moshe.
John chapter 15, verse 18, it says, if the world hates you,
If the world hates you, go ahead.
ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
There's no way hated Yahweh Shah before it hated you, man. Because when Yahweh Shah was on the scene, man, all right, what our people do to Yahweh Shah, man? They're the ones who was telling, you know, Romans to, you know, crucify him, man. Okay? You know? So if the world hated, repeat it one more time.
It says, if the world hates you,
Right.
ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
Right. There's no way hated Yahweh Shah before it hated us, man. Why? Because we come out here, you know, speaking truth, man. All right? And our people are against this truth, man. Okay? Just like the wicked scribes and Pharisees were against Yahweh Shah, man. All right, it's the same thing going on right now, man. Okay? This is nothing new under the sun, man. Okay?
It says, if ye were of the world will love its own.
Yeah, if he were of the world, you know, the world will love its own, man. So he's out here, you know, prophesying smooth things, all right? Telling you that everyone can be saved, all right? It's okay, you know, to prosper, get a damn Rolls Royce, and, you know, speak basically the things of this world. If you were speaking materialistic things, all right, the world will love its own, man, okay?
It says, but because ye are not of the world,
We're not of this world, man. And yet, in fact, we're against this world, man. All right? We're against this place, man. All right? We're the ones that sign and crying to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to hurry up and put a candle on this place, man. All right? On America, man. All right? Go ahead.
it says, but I have chosen you out of the world,
We have chosen you out of the world, man. All right? And Lord willing, we be elect, man. All right? The Lord has chosen us to do this work, man. Okay? To be against this world, man. Okay? Because everything in this world is what? Contrary to the Most High, man. Just look around you, man. All right? You got their jobs were supposed to do. They were supposed to be, home cleaning, making sure everything was, tidy. All right, while the men go out and hunt. Okay? Israelites, at that particular time, they couldn't, they had to basically go for food shopping every day because, there was no preservatives, man. All right? Because they couldn't keep the food because it was a hot climate. All right? Showing you that now, what you could do, they put preservatives in our food, man. You got to have food stored in the freezer for a damn 5 months, man. Okay? Showing you that this place is out of order, man. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, but I've chosen you out of the world, therefore, it says, therefore the world hated you.
All right, therefore the world hated you, man. Because we speak against this world, man. We speak against this place, man. Okay? That's why the world hates us, man. All right, because we speak righteous things, man. And our people, what the scripture said in Isaiah, the 5th chapter, all right, our people are wise to do evil, man. Okay, but to do good, they don't know it, man. Okay? That's why they hate us, man. All right, because we condemn this place, man. We condemn America, man. We prophesy that this place is going to be destroyed. And our people love America, man. All right? They love being carnal, man. All right?
That was it. And ultimately, they hate the Lord. They hate Yahweh Shah. Wow. And they hate us because what? We got the spirit of Yahweh Shah upon us. It's really not us that they hate. They hate the spirit of Yahweh Shah. Because what? These are the same people that delivered up Yahweh Shah to be crucified 2,000 years ago. Okay? So what? When Yahweh Shah was on the scene, he told them to get right. He reproved them. And he reproved them for what? 2/3. They hate to be reproved of their wickedness. Those are the same hard-hearted, stiff-necked people that the Most High was constantly bringing judgment upon. Okay, so they wanted to do away with Yahweh Shah. Okay, so if they wanted to do away with Yahweh Shah, of course they wanted to do away with the prophets. And they did that. They did that to the prophets of old times. Right? You read in the Old Testament, what? Israel delivered up the prophets and killed them. But what the scripture said, Most High is not going to have his prophets removed from one anymore. So this is the time where the Lord's word is going to go out and it's going to forth until the time of judgment.
It says, remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. It says, if they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you.
Yeah, so if they persecuted me, they will also persecute you. And that's what brothers in the faith got to understand. They persecuted Yahweh Shah when he was on the scene. They ridiculed him, brought false accusations upon him. And he was a just man, so yeah, he was found without blame. Okay? So that's the same thing they're going to do to the prophets of the Lord. There it is, they bringing up false reports about us. They say that we're terrorists. Okay, they set up some agents to go do something. They say it was a black Israelite or whatever. Try to record us, slander us. Right? So those things are going to come upon us, just like how we came upon Yahweh Shah. So the servant is not greater than the master. So Yahweh Shah, he had to bear his cross. Guess what? We got to bear our cross also. That's suffering with Yahweh Shah. Going through those persecutions.
It says, if they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. It says, but all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me.
Yeah, so all the ridicule and persecution we have to go through, that's because of Yahweh, the sake of Yahweh Shah, for his name's sake. Okay, so because they didn't keep Yahweh Shah's word. So they're not going to keep our word, just like how they didn't keep the Most High's word. The Most High said, they are hard-hearted and stiff-necked people. They should not listen to you because they don't listen to the Most High. So if they don't hear the Most High, they don't hear Yahweh Shah. That's why 2/3 is walking. Here it is, man.
neighborhood.
You gotta really tap into
You have
nature.
here chemicals and deep down the block. But what? Just not hearkening to the prophets that are false.
Second Chronicles 36 and 15. The Lord's power of their fathers sent to them by his messengers, rising up in times and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. But they mocked the messages of the Most High and despised his words and misused his prophets unto the wrath of the Lord arose against the people till there was no remedy.
Right. And we're the messengers, okay? And us coming out here on the highways and byways, that's the Most High really showing love to you, showing compassion to you. Proverbs, the first chapter. Right, so the Most High, he's making his word known unto you. He's pouring his spirit upon you through his men. For you to get right before wrath comes. But guess what? As they mock the prophets, they ridicule the prophets, kill the prophets. So guess what? The Most High is going to bring wrath upon you because guess his word went out through the mouthpiece of the prophets. But the ones that don't turn back into the words of the Lord, Heavenly Father, through Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, they're going to be destroyed.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20. Wisdom crieth without. Utter her voice in the street.
Yeah, wisdom crying. This is wisdom that's crying out to the people.
That's right.
Right? This is
Now, go, I got you.
this is wisdom crying out to the people, man.
I got you real quick. Precept. Ezekiel 9 and 4. And you said wisdom cries without, right? Ezekiel 9 and 4. It reads, and the Lord said unto him, go to the midst of the city, to the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Yeah, so the Most High, he's having them angels set that mark upon those righteous men. Those righteous men that are sighing and crying. Who the ones sighing and crying for the abominations of the place? We are.
Yeah.
Because outside, yeah, that's right, on the highways and byways. Because outside of the apostles, on down to the brothers, nobody's sighing and crying.
That's right.
Okay?
No other camp, what the hell other camp? That's what proves we are the men of the Lord, man. Lord willing. Because what other camps are sighing and crying? You got a camp right around the corner over here, right? CGDC or whatever it's called. ACDC. They make mockery of that name. They make mockery of the Lord. Yeah, whatever. I don't want to get it right. But anyway, ACDC over there, they ain't gonna go out over there, man. Me and the brother, we passed by over there. I'm on one. We rolled up here and we said, damn, that's the school. Ain't nobody out there. You saw some dude with an Israelite bandana on or something, just eating a goddamn chicken wing, man, and a slurpee. All right, but how do you know a man of the Lord is what the brother's saying to the Spirit, man? We out here, you know?
Yeah, so we're the ones sighing and crying for all the abominations. Because guess what? The world don't care about the abominations that's going on. We're living in a time where homosexuality is accepted. You got men, you got so-called straight men walking around talking about they don't care. It don't bother them, right? They don't bother me. Yeah. No, man, you're supposed to be against it, man. You're supposed to be speaking up against it. Why? Because the Lord hates it. All right? And we're supposed to hate wickedness, just like how Yahweh, the Most High, hates wickedness.
Hey, the scripture said back you up. The Most High is angry with the wicked every day. I got good pictures. Psalms chapter 34, verse 15.
Yeah, but that's niggas, man. That's niggas who wanna. That shows you in the last days. That's Jake, man. All right, in the last days, this should be scoffing. But hey, he's doing what he's supposed to do, scoffing at the word. Guess what? The Most High have his judgment set. Because what the scripture say? Woe unto you that laugh now. You may be trying to make mockery, but the Lord is not mocked, man. Because the Lord is going to bring your own weakness upon your own head.
This guy's 2 sniffs of crack away from having a cardiac arrest, man. Talking about, you know. Anyway, Psalms 34 and 15. The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and his ears, like the eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and his ears are upon unto their cry.
Yeah, the eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and his ears are towards his cry, to their cries, man. So the Lord is hearing the cries of the righteous, man. Okay? The eyes are those angels. The eyes are the angels who are always watching out and looking over for the elect. Okay? And the angels also look into our works. It speaks about that in the book of 1 Peter, the second chapter.
You got the bike.
Right? But,
Down there. Well, who cares?
but the cries of the righteous are heard by the Most High. But
Okay, he
guess
just
what?
parked the car.
The cries of you, 2/3, your prayers are abomination unto the Most High. Because why you're not keeping the commandments of the Heavenly Father. So the Most High is going to bring judgment upon you.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20.
Oh, that is. Yeah, relevant. Oh, okay. It was. Yeah, he just left his.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20. Wisdom crieth without. She uttered her voice in the street.
Yeah, wisdom cries without. She utter her voice in the streets. Okay?
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 21. She crieth in the chief place of concourse.
Yeah, wisdom cries in the chief place of concourse. And here it is, we out here in the chief place of concourse, man. The marketplace, the place of business. Alright, got people out here shopping, going out to eat. Hey, man, this is like modern day Mars Hill. One Harlem. So we're in the chief place of concourse. And wisdom is crying without. To who? To the Lord's people.
Busiest day. Busiest day of the week. So there's no excuse. There will be no excuse when all hell breaks loose.
That's right. And now we got a date. If we don't hit before then, we have a date on when it happens. Right? We showed earlier. January 2023, baby.
Esau prophesies in his movies, television shows.
He had the purge.
Yeah.
That's real.
And his news articles and whatnot.
Yep, movies.
In the openings of the gates in the city, she uttered her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Yeah, that's what we're preaching on to you. How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity? And that's 2/3 of Israel, man. So they're simple-minded people. They believe in everything that the so-called white man says, the so-called white man tell them. All right? Everything they push out on the news about all these diseases, whatever, all this fluff news, Jake just eat it up. Okay? But we're telling you to come back into the Lord, like what we were speaking about earlier. You know, the Most High made us from the earth, man. So to heal our souls, we're supposed to put things of the earth into our bodies. But guess what? Jake want to go to the hospital. Jake wants Esau's prescriptions. Oh, now you can't cure this. They said that this can't be cured. You know? They said this. They said that. The so-called white man, everything that the so-called white man tells Jake, they want to believe.
Real quick, you can Proverbs, like Proverbs 14, 15.
This is Proverbs chapter 14, verse 15. This is Proverbs chapter 14, verse 15. It reads, the simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to the going.
Yeah, the simple man believes in every word. And Jake, 2/3 of Jake are just simple, man. Whatever the so-called white man teaches them in their school system, on the news, they just eat it up and believe it, man.
That's right.
But the prudent man looketh well to his going.
Well, you heard what the dude just said.
The white man guy.
Yeah, the white man
Right?
is God, yep.
And then now we're talking about being arrested.
What white he talking about?
I don't know, but that's all the crazy shit is.
Yeah, so but the prudent man look well to his going, man.
Nah,
Right?
yeah, you didn't get it.
A man that's gonna search things out
Yeah,
to see what's true. And those are the prophets of the
yeah.
Lord.
That's a brother just drive around.
Okay? The prophets
His
of the
back
Lord
wheels are messed up.
search everything out. Why? Because we got that inspiration from the Almighty, which is that breath that the Lord put into our spirits. Right? That breath of understanding and knowledge.
It looked like the wheel hit it or something.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 13, verse 22. Wait, I'm going to start from verse 23. Matter of fact, I'm start from 22. When a rich man is fallen, he has many helpers. He speaketh things not to be spoken, and yet men justify him. The poor man slip, and yet they rebuke him too. He spake wisely, and yet has no place.
Yeah, that's right, man. Because we're the poor, we represent the poor man. Right? But we speak much wisdom. But guess what? People look at us like we ain't shit. Like we're on the bottom. But let it be a Jay-Z interview. Let it be Kanye West speaking some goddamn bugged out madness. These people are put their words on high esteem and take it as wisdom. But they did that to Yahweh Shah. Right? Yahweh Shah, he came lowly, man. He came in a state of lowliness and humbleness and pretty much lived like a poor man. That's why when Yahweh Shah spoke, man, a lot of them didn't believe. Okay? And a lot of them were getting cut by his parables. Okay? But let it be them wicked scribes and Pharisees, and people were flocked to him because those people are status. People with the fancy garments, people who are living a lavish life.
They were looking at the outward appearance instead of looking at the inward. They weren't spiritual. And this man's coming with wisdom, knowledge. He, reincarnated from King Solomon, one of the wisest men on earth. But because he came on the butt of an ass, in their eyes.
Bring out the scripture.
I got
Bring the interjection down to a minimum. Bring out the scripture. One in the pocket.
This is on Sirach chapter 13, verse 23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look, when he saith, they extol it to the clouds.
But if they extol it to the clouds.
It says, but if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help him. They will help to overthrow him.
Yeah, that's right. Like for example, we've been out here for years, man. When the apostles were going down, out here for apostles 30 plus years, almost 40 years, teaching you people that you're the Israelites, give you much wisdom. But let Kendrick Lamar so to speak about Israelites. Okay? Now people want to take notice to it. He's man. Let somebody let a rich man start speaking about the Bible or something. Yeah. They told let Kanye West mention the 12 tribes of Judah, and then he said it wrong. Yeah, but people are taking the 12 tribes of Judah. And that's how simple these people are.
This is Ecclesiastes 9 and verse 15. Now there was found in it a poor wise man, and he by his wisdom delivered the city. Yet no man remembered that same poor man.
That's self-explanatory.
You know, point that, remember the Lord. The city representing Jerusalem, the spirit of power, how about you now, God? He's bringing our people to righteousness. And no man, they don't acknowledge that. They don't see the good works that we do. The Lord sees it.
Read down to 17. Read down all the way to 17.
Are we down? Okay. It says, then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised. And
Wisdom is better than strength. Okay? And that's a great thing to have, man. Which is with strength. And ones that able to take over a city with their strength, man. And usually men with strength, they got no self-control. That's where they fall. Okay? But with you need strength. Okay?
It says that his words are not heard. The words of the wise men are heard in the quiet, more than the cry of him that rules among fools.
Hey, man. Words of the wise men are right. Okay? And that's that secret conversation, man. That remnant word, which is going to seek out with you. Okay?
This is Philippians chapter 2. I'm going to start from verse 5. Let this mind be in you, which also in Yahweh Shah Mashiach, who being in the form of thy power, though it not robbery to be equal with thy power, but made himself of no reputation.
And he said, thought it not robbery. Meaning, Yahweh Shah, he can equate himself with the Most High. Okay? He didn't put himself on the status of the Heavenly Father.
It reads, but made himself of no reputation and took upon him the form of a servant.
Yeah, but made himself of no reputation and put upon himself the form of a servant. So when Yahweh Shah was on the scene, he didn't magnify himself. He didn't exalt himself. But you got guys that's out. You got guys that's in this thing to be known for status, for YouTube, subscription, to be the top. They want to be the top man in Israel. You got a lot of guys that's in this thing for that sake, you know, for the sake of
Israelite clout.
yeah, for Israelite clout, like the brother said. For Israelite clout, they want to be known as the top guy in Israel instead of being humble. Yahweh Shah was humble. He made himself with no reputation.
It reads, and was made in the likeness of men. And being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross.
He humbled himself. He came as a man, all right? He came in the without him coming in. He was an angel, and he came in the form of a man, all right? And he humbled himself. He was obedient unto death, man, because what? He came to do the will of his heavenly Father. And he knew that, look, his role was to come on the scene, preach the word of the Most High. He knew he had to die for the sins of the nation of Israel. But guess what? He did that because that was the will of the Heavenly Father. He didn't come on the scene to do his own will or to be praised. Okay, so you guys call yourself Israelite, man. Out here, Israelite, out like the brother said. The most truth say, he that exalts himself shall be abased, man. He that is based shall be exalted, man. So we're remaining lowly so we can be exalted by Yahweh Shah in that day, man. So all that out here trying to get views and messages, shalom, yo, I love it. Shalom, I love the teachings and all that. We ain't trying to be seen as men. Yeah, it's like groupies. We don't care about that shit. Yeah. You know?
I got time to this is Mark 10:21. The fear of the Lord goes before the obtaining of authority, but reverence and pride is the losing thereof. It says the fear of the Lord goes before the obtaining of authority. But roughness and pride is the losing thereof.
Yeah, the roughness and pride is the solution thereof, man. Because, hey, the fear of the Lord, that's what exalts you into a high position. Okay? The Lord is the one who exalts you and exalt you into a place of authority. But guess what? That pride is going to what? Cause your downfall.
Proverbs chapter 15, verse 33. The fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility.
The fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom. And that's the beginning of wisdom. But we read that verse again.
Proverbs chapter 15, verse 33. The fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility.
Yeah, so before honor is humility. So we got to go through that humility now before we can obtain honor. So all you guys that's not going through that humility on a high status, it's all about your fancy garments, it's about the YouTube views and all that. You're not going through that. Man. You're not catching hell. You're living it up in society. So we're going through that humility. We're in that house of order. Okay? Because what? We got that fear of the Lord, which is the beginning of history. Spoken of in the Proverbs, the first chapter. Okay? So we're waiting for the Lord to give us that honor. So we're in that humility now, which we're going through. But hey, we're the most hated group out there amongst all Israel. We're the most good people. You got it. I'm not going to the time.
Yeah, spirit.
Luke chapter 14, verse 9, it says, verse 7, it says, and he put forth a parable to those which were bidden when he marked how they chose not the chief rooms, saying unto them, when thou art bidden of any man to a wedding, sit not down in the highest room, lest a more honorable man than thou be bidden of him. And he that bade thee at him come and say to thee, give this man place, and thou begin with shame to take the lowest room. But when thou art bidden, go and sit down in the lowest room, that when he that bade thee cometh, he may say unto thee, friend, go up higher, then shalt thou have worship in the presence of them that sit at meat with thee. For whosoever exalteth himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted.
Yeah, so in a nutshell, you gotta let someone else exalt you, not yourself. Okay? So like you go to a wedding, a top ceremony, you go in there, you sitting in the top seat, you sitting in a seat, you trying to sit in a seat that's reserved, for high authority men. And you're gonna look foolish when somebody comes to you like, listen here, you can't sit here. You're gonna look foolish when you gotta get your ass up out of the front seat and go to the back. And that's what Yahweh Shem Yahushua is gonna do to the guys that want to be in the top seat right now. To the guys that think that they over the apostles themselves. You got guys who've been in there 5-10 years, they think they want to be over the apostles themselves. They want that position and beyond. But guess what? In that day, they're gonna be a base, man. They're gonna be a base for trying to exalt themselves. So this too, us coming out here doing this is all about coming out here and doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This is all about exalting our Lord and Savior, and the Most High and our Savior. This is not about us.
Isaiah chapter 57, verse 15, but thus saith the high and the lofty one, that inhabiteth eternity, whose name is holy, I dwell in the high and holy place, with him also that is of a contrite and humble spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble, and to revive the heart of the contrite one.
Yeah, so that's what it's all about. Okay? So it's not about being high and lofty. It's about being humble, noble, and being contrite. Right? Being of a contrite spirit. Okay? We're supposed to have a humble, righteous spirit, man, and remain humble so the Most High could exalt you in that day. I can still say the Lord resist the proud. So when you're proud, the Most High is going to resist you. He's going to reject you. He's going to have toward you.
This is Psalms 34 and verse 18. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken spirit, and saveth such as be of a contrite heart.
Yeah, man. The Lord is of them that's of a broken spirit. And somebody look up that word in Hebrew. Right? That's what we're going to. So, hey, man. you gotta be in a broken spirit in this thing. Like the apostles always used to say, man, you ain't catching hell in this thing. You need to check examine yourself, check yourself. You gotta be looking to see if you're even part of the elect. If you're not going through nothing, that's what keeps me in the spirit.
Like, even in the music industry, like, most of the time, after a person first, second album, the music's not the same no more because the pain goes away. Now they don't make millions. Now they actually have money. Whereas when it was writing music, it was in projects, looking into poverty. That they go through a lot of pain. The same thing with us. It's that pain that keeps us motivated. So, the 2 Corinthians 12:9, and he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Yahweh Shah may rest upon me. So, like the brother read, you exalt yourself in infirmities or in your weakness. Okay? So you can be, hey, when you go through things, it makes you better, it makes you perfect. That's how the Lord builds you through and builds you up. Hey, when apostles got beaten and whipped, they got scourged by who? What's that? The high priest and the soldiers at the time?
They're praising the Lord.
Yeah, the elders for what? Preaching the gospel. They was happy at that they got scourged, man. Because, hey, they knew that they was suffering persecution in the Hawashah system.
2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 8. For this thing I besought.
Read it again, man.
Hey, Lord, want to come out twice. That's the spirit. Nah, brother. That's the spirit.
For this thing I besought the Lord Christ that it might depart from me. Verse 9. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Hamashiach may rest upon me. Verse 10.
So, like Paul says, strength is made perfect in weakness. And that's what the Lord requires. And that also goes back to what? That gold and silver. You got that gold and silver being tried in the fire. And you got to be tried. You got to go through those that purification cycle to be made what? Beautiful. To be beautified, man. Or to be made strong and strength. Okay?
Verse 10. Therefore I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches, in necessities, in persecution, in distress, for Hamashiach's sake. For when I am weak, then I am strong.
Yeah, so that's what it's all about, man. So we gotta take pleasure in these things. You gotta take pleasure in these things. Also for what? For the sake of the church, man. For the sake of the elect that's out there.
It only makes sense because why? The simple fact that the Lord Yahweh Shai suffered, man.
Right.
Uh-oh, you got something?
Hold on. Because also through our trials and tribulations and us being made weak to serve the House Shah say what? The ones that's out there that's watching and studying, they're being made strong also, you know? Through our suffering.
Yeah.
Hey, the apostles, man, suffered for our sake so we can be made strong in the House Shah sake.
And just to back you up, what they do, they were making videos on it when they were sick. I mean, we're not talking about average sickness, and I admit I was sick. I couldn't even come out of camp years ago before.
Right.
But they were more sick than I was, the way they were describing it. Pastor always said he described himself, feel like he almost wanted to die. And he's still doing videos, all three of them. Pastor Gabar and Pastor Rama, they were you saw, and they were still making videos on that day. It was a little shorter, but they still pushed themselves. For what? For the sake of for the flock. You know, for the elect to do the work.
Right. That's why Paul said, though I am weak, ye are made strong. Because what? Yeah, the things we gotta go through. The church is built up spiritually. Like the brother said, the apostles, suffering, making those videos, going through adversity, going through trials and tribulations in their life experience, so they can teach us, and we can learn and know how to maneuver.
So 2 Timothy 2 and verse 10. Therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake.
So, hey, Paul, he endured all things for the elect's sake.
That they may also obtain the salvation which is in Hamashiach Yahushua with eternal glory.
So, hey, Yahushua did it for us, man. Same way we're supposed to do it for the church. Yahushua did it for us. He suffered all things so we can be brought back into the Most High. So peace can be made between the Most High and the nation of Israel. All right, so we can be receive that everlasting glory. So we're supposed to suffer, like Yahushua said, for the elect, for the sake of the elect, man. And that's why we out here, for the sake of the elect, to come into this fold, man, to be built up.
And that's called the sacrifice.
Sacrifice, right? We present our body to live in sacrifice, holy, acceptable to the Most High, which is our reasonable service.
First Peter chapter 4, verse 1. For as much then as Yahushua Mashiach have suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind, for he that hath suffered in the flesh hath ceased from sin.
Yeah, he got suffered in the flesh. And you have to arm yourself likewise like Yahushua. Because this thing's about walking in the path of Yahushua. So just like how Yahushua suffered for us, we have to arm ourselves likewise and suffer because Yahushua and us being the men of the Lord, we believe on Yahushua, we have to follow his footsteps or walk in his path.
This is verse 12. Beloved, think not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. But rejoice in as much as ye are partakers of Yahushua Mashiach's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy.
Yeah, so that's right. So the sufferings that we go through, that's for us to be glorified in our God. And they say, think that it's not strange that we're going to be inspired with God. So when you're catching hell, don't look at it like, yo, what the hell is going on? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? Because that's the Most High putting those trials upon you, man. Putting that when you're gonna put that fire or that position where you gotta be reinforced. So your arm for what? Your arm is your mind set of suffering like how your arm tried. The Most High is gonna bring these sufferings upon you. Why? Because the Most High is dealing with you. And that shows that you are a son of the Most High and not a bastard. Okay? Because the Most High is what? He chastises his love. Chastise Yahushua, he's going to chastise his men.
Hebrews 12 and verse 2. And it reads, looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High. Hebrews 12 and verse 2, looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of power.
He endured the tribulation that he had to go through, so he could be set on the right hand of the Most High. Okay, he endured that for us. So Yahushua is that ultimate example.
like him as a gangster. He's ultimate ride or die.
Says, for it is better if the will of the Most, for it is better if the will of the Most High be so that he suffered for well doing than for evil doing. For if Yahweh Shai also hath once suffered for sin, the just and the unjust, and he might bring us to the Most High, being put to death in the flesh, but quickened in the spirit. Right, so it's a good thing for us to suffer for well doing, right? The things that we're doing, we're trying to bring salvation to our people. So for Negroes and Jews and Native Americans, that's a good thing.
That's right. Coming with the name of the Lord.
Right.
That's
we're trying to save our people from the lake of fire. That's a good thing. But we suffer for it because the majority of our people they come against us. But that's the same thing the Lord did. The Lord, he did the same thing. He suffered and had to deal and had to bear the attack from his own people. But here it is. He was the man prophesied in Deuteronomy to be the salvation of the world. So we shouldn't count that as a surprise.
Romans chapter 8, verse 16. The Spirit itself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh. Verse 17. And if children, then heirs, heirs of Yahweh, and joint heirs with Hamashiach. If so be that we suffer with him.
Yeah, with him. That's a key point. You gotta suffer with him, man. So if you're getting all this glory, all this praise, you're not suffering, you're not going through any tribulation, something's wrong, man.
Yeah, like Nathan, man.
All type of money.
Mansions. Yeah, fucking mansions.
This house, that
Riding
house,
in the
this
scooters.
house.
To go to the refrigerator, you get in the scooter from his bedroom to the refrigerator. You know what I mean? You go to the elevator, you want to go downstairs to the basement.
Right. That's like that commercial. They had the guy, he drove his car down to the long ass driveway to get his mail. Drove it back, he was going old 50 years ago. See, that dude's comfortable, man. You're not supposed to be comfortable in this, man. Yahweh Shai wasn't comfortable.
Yeah,
he was he can have his own house he can have his own bed to rest his head at.
Yeah, it said even I forgot how it goes. Even Mandalore didn't lay his head. I forgot how it goes.
Right. But the Lord did, man. See, right?
If so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together.
Right. So, but
yeah,
here it is. Yahweh Shai is glorified in a way that no other entity is glorified, man.
Yeah.
He's right under the Creator, man. Okay? He's able to sit on the right hand of the Most High.
Yeah. He's the one to open the book.
Huh?
Like I said, he's the one.
Oh, yeah.
He's the one to open the book.
Revelation, what's that? 5. He's the only one that was found worthy to open up the book.
The 7 seals.
Yeah. See? So he's glorified, but look what he had to do. Look what he had to go through to get that glorification. Get that. From the 5, right? 5 is 5. See? It's the same thing with us, man. You see, we suffer persecution from our own people when it's there, man. But look at the reward that we're going to get as a result, right?
I got a quick reset for you. In Corinthians, because you said, read that part again. I'm sorry. Yeah, it said we should be glorified with him. Yeah.
And if children, then heirs of Yahweh.
Heirs what? That's our nickname. Yarsha Allah. We are the princes of the power. When you're heir to the throne, what are you? You're a prince. Right?
Heirs of Yahweh and joint heirs with Hamashiach.
Right. Heirs of the Most High, the Heavenly Father, Abba Yahweh. And joint heirs with his first begotten son, Yahweh Shai. So that's the elect, the 144,000.
If so, be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together.
Yeah, glorified together. So this is the point. What's the glorification? How are we going to be glorified together for Yahweh Shai? Well, when the Lord comes back and brings the new bodies. Because now we're going to be on his status. Right next to him, you know? We're going to be powerful just like our Lord is a power. And here's the proof. If you can hear it, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse, I just lost it. Oh, it said here. It's beautiful. It said, but every man, matter of fact, I'll start from 22. It says, for as in Adam all die, even so Hamashiach, which is Yahushua, you know what the neighbor, shall all be made alive. Why? Because Adam, who is Yahushua, if you can understand it, right? He brought in death, he brought in sin by listening to the woman Eve. So what? Sin is the wages, death is the wages, sorry, death is the wages of sin. All right? Why? That's why we're predicting we are now. But when the Lord came back and died for his people, what happened? He brought life onto the world again. For us to believe in him ultimately. Right? Because it's not the laws that's going to make us righteous. It's the believing in Yahweh Shai that's going to complete us following the laws and the commandments. Right? The faith. So, right? So that's why it says, so like it says, for as in Adam all die, even so in Hamashiach shall all be made alive. But every man, if you can hear this, but every man in his own order. Yahweh Shai first. Again, but every man in his own order. Hamashiach, the first fruits. Afterward, they that are, you know what, let me read about Ben, because you'll get it better. It says, but every man in his own order, Christ, the first fruits. Afterward, they that are the Christs at his coming. If you can hear that. So what is that really saying? Again, it says, but every man in his own order. So would it be first, the order is what the Most High, Lord Yahweh Shai, the men, and then women, right? But furthermore, Most High, Yahweh Shai, and the elect man, right? So if we're going to go in order, well, who's first in order? Who's first in line to be glorified? Yahweh Shai. Then who's next? Well, I mean, the elect. Right? So that's what it's saying now. So if you hear, but every man in his own order, it makes sense. Yahweh Shai first. Then it says, Christ, which is Christ is what? Anointed. Anointed the first fruits, and afterward, they the Christ, it says plural, S. So that's really talking about the elect. All right? And then it says afterward, what's afterward? The elect. Afterward, they're the elect at his coming. Okay? So when the Lord comes at his coming, then the elect are going to be on his level. Backing up that we're going to be glorified together. All right? So when the Lord comes back, he's glorified in the heavens, but the earth isn't seen yet. So when he comes back, it's going to be like, even though he's glorified first, when he comes on earth, we're going to be glorified together. You see? And that hit me a few, I just realized that scripture about this year. And that's a heavy scripture, man. Yeah, I think now he's speaking.
Romans chapter 8, verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
And that's what we're gonna say, man. When we get the new bodies, right? Yeah. We're in total rulership. He saw us back to his rightful position as the basis of men. We're gonna be like, yo, we got this. Yeah. I mean, we can go on and on about that. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna look back.
Oh, we should go to these guys over here, man.
Hey guys.
Yeah, well, that's smoke, right? Yeah, like the youngest say. Okay.
Colossians 3 and verse 1. Looking on 3. It says, if ye be risen with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above, where Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, sitteth on the right hand of the power. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Hamashiach in the Most High.
Woo, that's a lot. Hold on, real quick, because that's a lot. Because it says, basically, remember that scripture, greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. And also says, the Lord says, you are from beneath, I am from above. We're sent down here, like it says in Jude, man. If we believe in Yahweh Shema Shai, we know that we're not from this earth. We're the first fruits, which is the deep understanding that the elect are the actual spirits that created the world and the universe you see around you with Yahweh Shai. Going back to the book of Genesis, which means God, in the beginning was God. That's talking about what you say, Akim.
Alahayim.
There you go, which means what?
Powers.
The powers. Okay? So the elect are the powers. Okay? which means we were with him, but that we're going too deep, right? But again, so that means that proves we're not from here. We were sent down here to give you a message as angels that we are, Lord willing. Right? And the Lord's about to save us. The nickname I always say in the spirit, we are the POWs, prisoners of war down here, battling the righteous spirit of the Lord against the evil wicked, man. We're in a battle. And the Lord's going to come and save the elect, you know, but against the life.
It says, verse 4, when Yahushua, who is our life, shall appear, then shall we also appear with him in glory.
Beautiful.
Going back to what the elder was saying. Yahushua is already glorified in the heavens.
That's right.
You know, he's sitting on the right hand side of the Father. When he be with us, we meet the Lord in the air. You know, the scripture say that, come my people, enter into our chambers. Hide us from the inclination for a moment. Ain't no telling how long that moment is going to be. You know it's going to be a nuclear waste and all types of...
In 1 hour.
They said 1 hour.
You know, it might even be even less.
Yeah.
You know, let's get it. Let's get it.
Huh.
Revelation 18, I'm not mistaken. 1 hour to that great city Babylon.
Yeah, 17, 18.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I saw Satan cast down his lightning too.
Yep.
Right. Yep.
Going back to the point, the scripture saying that then shall we appear with great glory. That New Jerusalem coming down from heaven.
That's right.
That's that elect men. You know, coming down, being glorified with the Lord and subduing the earth.
Post-destruction.
That post-destruction.
Revelation chapter 18. Let me get you to the point.
Yeah.
All right. Revelation 18, verse 17. For 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught.
That's the time. That's the time frame. Okay? And the Most High don't got to do it in an hour. The Most High can bring it down to 30 minutes if he wants to.
Well, I was about to say that, but I didn't. That's too deep, but yeah, not what you said, but because I'm sorry, I misheard you, but it ignited something. I was going to say we've been down here spiritually, according to the spiritual timetable. 1 day for the Lord is 1,000 for man, right? And 1,000 for man is 1 day for the Lord. So technically, I know I'm older than you brothers. I've been here, spiritual time difference, and it's something to build up your faith. You realize I know we go through shit, but technically, you know, we're not down here for that long, man. I only been here about 42 minutes in the spiritual realm. You brother, but half an hour, 20-something minutes. You know? So when we get the new bodies again, we got to start with the half an hour mark. That's what it is. And we're going to come back into our power, man. We're going to come back, you know, we're literally waking up from the dead, out of a comatose state.
Again, this is Revelation chapter 18, verse 17. For 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood afar off.
That's showing that the whole earth ain't going to be destroyed. You know what I mean? Because you got the merchantmen standing afar off in these other countries, and they wailing, they going great morning.
They're going to see it.
They're going to see it.
Yeah.
They're going to see the destruction of that great city Babylon, and they're going to be hurt because that's how they got rich. You know? This is an export country. You know, everything is imported. Made in China and other parts of the country. So they're going to be hurt. So they can't make that money no more. You know? The earth will bite them forever. You know? It's just the end of this world, this rulership that we know. The end of Esau's reign. You know? The end of the age. The eon. And the eon sense of the word world. You know?
One more verse. And verse 18. And cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city?
Yeah, but this is called the Lady of Kingdoms. Alright?
Yeah.
Babylon was a golden cup in the Lord's hand. Where all the other nations got drunk. Alright? Meaning what? They laid in bed with America, took in her philosophies, her doctrine, you know?
Verse 19, and they cast down on their heads, and Salakia, and they cast dust on their heads, and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city wherein we were made rich.
See that? They was made rich. Alright? They put dust on their head. That, you know, in the ancient world, that was a sign of mourning. You know? Great travail. You know?
It reads, were made rich, all that had ships in the sea, by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour is she made desolate.
1 hour. Like the elder brother was down in 30 minutes if you want. You know? But as the scripture says, 1 hour. But this place is going to be fully decimated.
We
All right?
just know it's gonna be quick, man.
Yeah, it's going to be quick. You know? A swift destruction. As big as this place is, America. 200 million missiles of nuclear warheads is going to fly down and destroy this place. That's the end of America, man.
Hey, it makes sense because
Right.
what? We always bring out, like what did Putin say about the Satan 1 and Satan 2 missiles?
Yep.
Well, yeah, I mean, 2 missiles could take out the whole East Coast.
Right.
4 missiles could take out the whole country, man.
Right.
And that's quick. And remember, it's going to be overkill, man. 200 million missiles. Like the Spirit said, I said last week, depending on how mad you are, and depending on how hard you hit, this bitch is going to get hit so hard that the scripture said the earth is going to rock to and fro like a drum gun, man.
Got that. This is Isaiah. I'm going to start from verse 19.
You got it, brother.
This is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 19. The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean, dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it. And it shall
Yeah, see, the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it. We know that a transgression is the breaking of the law, right? The only ones who can technically break the law is the nation of Israel. But remember, Esau claimed he's God and righteous, right? So you didn't receive that judgment. But it said a heavy transgression, right? Read that again.
I'm going to read it again. This is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again.
You got it.
Everything is weighed in the balance. All right? What the scripture say? Babylon's sins has reached into heaven. All right? So it's only right that the destruction is going to be massive.
Yeah.
To where the whole earth is going to shake.
And it's going to show, that's to show the Lord's wrath.
Right.
Because that's how angry he is.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
2 and 4 missiles can settle everything.
Right.
We're talking about 200 million missiles, man.
Right.
I mean, we seen the footage. Yep. Elder Nazar Covenant is showing it. If you need more fear, look at this video. We're talking about. We know, but we can't fathom that, man. Do you know the terror? That's why we're gonna look it up in the heavens. But when we get beamed up, we'll look down, man. We understand why it's gonna be a lake of fire. And remember, a lake is not a lake without a pit. Right. So it is gonna be like a lake of fire because them missiles gonna really knock out 1 or 2 miles off the earth, man. We see why this place is gonna be a damn desert piece of dust. And it makes sense, like the scriptures say. That's how you know the Lord's going to be there, because it said what? In Apocrypha, the presence should be beating the powder. I'm not saying about Barbados. Should be beating the powder. I mean, somebody can get that real quick, slow? Then you got it back. That's a proof, because the Most High is going to be in the midst of those missiles, man.
I was going to say, hey, even going back to the flood, that when the Lord flooded the earth, that was a great flood.
Yeah.
You say the great flood.
Yeah.
The Most High, he overflowed the earth with water, man.
Yeah.
Reached almost the top of
The firmament. Yo, man.
So see how great that flood was? So imagine the nuclear fire.
You know, Leviathan was happy in them days. Leviathan was happy, boy. Marine creatures, right? That's how you say it. That's scary, though.
So in that fire, the most warheads, one nuke and that mushroom cloud, be almost out of Earth's atmosphere.
And then the more fire, the more it's going to get more intense. Boom, 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 boom. You know, that's the righteous indignation of Yahweh by Shema Shai. That represents the anger. Again, when you angry out there, don't you hit harder or you hit weaker? Depending on how angry you are, is the more harder you hit. The more side, like I said, heavy transgressions upon it, man. That's going to set the world straight forever. Okay? They're going to know that's the power behind by Shema Shai, man.
That's just like the 200 million warheads.
Oh.
Talking about in America. Talking about Russia.
Oh, my bad.
The missiles about to hit them.
I thought you're right. But I thought you were about to say, I forgot the chariots too. Oh, remember? And that just hit me a few weeks ago. I'm thinking when we were talking, I said, go willing, through the Spirit. think? I mean, are the nuclear actually is nuclear weapons more powerful than chariots? And we know that the chariots are going to be involved in the destruction. So I mean, damn, that's just nuclear fire. We're not even talking about well, now we're talking about it. The chariots are going to shoot down their lasers too. You know?
Second Ezra 16.
This is going to be a legendary destruction, man.
Right. Yep. Second Ezra chapter 16, verse. I'm gonna start at 8. It says, "The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away?"
That's right. We just had North Korea saying what? They are officially a nuclear state. You understand? So now you understand in the scriptures when it said this would become a desolate wilderness. What's going to make it desolate? Desolate means isolated and alone. What's going to make this place alone? Nuclear missiles.
It says,
North Korea declares itself a nuclear weapons state, an irreversible move.
There you go.
Can you see
Yeah,
that?
bring that. Yep, there you go. I saw
An
that.
irreversible move.
Come on, now what you got to say, man?
So
Now what you got to say?
now, you see, right? We get a little closer on that. Now, America's gonna view that as a threat,
of course, like they always do.
Well, right, because they're enemies. Now, if they're allies, it won't be a threat.
Yeah.
But North Korea is a known enemy of America, man.
And they make it known. They've been saying it.
Right. Yo, they had a video. What's the name?
Pelosi?
No. Kim Jong-un had a video of a nuclear missile blowing up America, man.
Oh, word?
It was years ago. It was a few years ago.
Oh, see.
Trump, like 2-3 years ago, right? Yeah, so that's why it's an irreversible move. Right? Now, we're bound to World War III, which is going to be a nuclear war.
Yeah.
It's bound to happen.
Yep.
It's imminent. It's irreversible. Right?
so back to Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 7. It says, "May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. The mighty Lord sendeth the plague."
That's right. Can anybody here catch an arrow? We're not. They're not Bruce Lee. We're catching. Yeah, once it, we're not even. See, that's why the scriptures, the word of the Lord is beautiful, man. It perfectly describes His power. It said not a mighty archer, not a regular archer, but a mighty one. Because even a regular archer, you can't stop that arrow. How about a professional? We're talking about someone like I don't know, Robin Hood, or we can liken it to some of the guns. If you're in the comic books out there, what's that dude?
That dude from Marvel.
Slingshot or the DC, the guy with Will Smith played. Deadshot. Right? He could assassinate somebody down the block in their car and hit this wall and you know. But I'm going far. But anyway, I'm just saying, you can't stop that shit, man.
That's why people did not break their rings.
Huh? What happened? That's right. They're not gonna break their rings.
Right.
That's right. The law's gonna be, you know.
And one will not thrust another.
Yeah.
I gotta read this paragraph. It says, North Korea has passed new law declaring itself a nuclear weapon state in a move Kim Jong-un said is irreversible. Kim vowed the country would never give up its nuclear weapons and said there could be no negotiations to denuclearization.
That's the Lord gathering the valley to Jehoshaphat. You know? The Lord's gathering armies together.
This is verse 8. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away?
Ain't nobody, man.
It says, a fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear?
Right.
He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence.
That's right. So that's right there, man. I'm getting chills. That's right there, proving that the Most High, look, you should be beaten to powder at his presence. That's what's actually going to happen. Because what's going to happen in America is become powder. Become baby powder. The desert version. All right? Dust. And only a nuclear power is going to be able to do that. Nuclear power says what? They should melt your eyes, right? Your tongue, consume away from your mouth. So you people, man, anyway.
It says, verse 12, the earth quaketh
and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power.
Woo! See, the Most High is going to show us anger on earth, man. Okay? Even the fishes and the sea creatures they're going to get shaken up. The earth is going to see the Most High's power, man. That's by way of the nuclear missiles, man. The whole earth is going to feel that. The waves are up, the earthquakes, all right? The marine animals. Everybody on the planet Earth is going to feel the power of the Lord, man. And you're going to, and why? Again, America is going to get the brunt of that. That's why after this, it's going to be beaten to powder. Why? Because Yahweh Bashim al-Shah was here. That's why. In the midst of the fire, and also with the missiles, man. With the chariots. Michael Archangel, with the lasers. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
I was gonna say that shows you how great that those explosions are gonna be. Man.
Yep.
Those explosions are gonna be so great, man. You're gonna have islands, other lands.
Yeah.
Far from America, they're gonna be going through earthquakes. They're gonna be going through tsunamis, tornadoes.
Yep. Yeah.
It's gonna be like a domino effect, like a chain reaction.
Fucking tsunamis go reach into the
Yeah,
skies.
that's gonna set us high.
That movie Geostorm, they showed that.
Oh yeah. Come on.
Geostorm. It was waves the size of buildings moving and crashing on people. And if I can say too, when the Lord came down in Mount Sinai, Israel wanted to speak to the Lord.
Yeah. What happened?
That's what happened, man. It was earthquakes, storms, and Jacob got so scared said,
and he wasn't even that mad. He wasn't even mad.
That verse, it says, verse 13, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss.
That's right. I'm sorry.
When they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
That's right. What's the arrows? The nuclear missiles. Because what's another name for an arrow, Akim? For a nuclear missile, I just said it. Arrow, Just like they got a movie called Broken Arrow. They were a nuclear missile, man.
That goes to show you that it's not talking about actual arrows.
That's right.
That's what. So these so-called scholars, they don't understand
Yeah,
physics.
that's right.
How can an arrow be shot from the ends of the world? Man?
Yeah.
From one end of the earth to the other. It's
That's
not
right.
a literal arrow. It's a missile.
Missile. And they look like it.
Right.
Looks like it.
Yeah, and they look like arrows, man. So it's all parabolic.
I got something real quick. What y'all was going into, right? Now this Isaiah 42 and 15. I will make waves mountains and hills and dry up all their herbs. I will make the rivers iron and I will dry up the pools.
Yeah.
So that's what those missiles are gonna do. Those missiles are gonna dry up the ponds, the lakes, part of the ocean. More land is gonna be exposed because that heat is gonna evaporate.
Basically, the Most High is going to terraform the earth.
Yeah.
He's going to transform the earth.
The earth will be remodeled.
That's right.
So they're going to bring forth new islands, new land.
Hey, just like the flood.
I was just about to say that.
So
So that's how it proves that, we are in the days of same thing.
Hey, it's true that nothing new under the sun. So the Most High is not
He's doing it again.
He's doing it again. He's gonna remodel the earth again, but
By
this is
fire.
gonna be for Yahweh Shah's kingdom.
Yep.
All right, he's gonna remodel for Yahweh Shah's kingdom.
Yeah. It ain't going to look the same after this, man. It's going to change again, man. And then, on top of that, the earth is going to show its glory to the Lord because the earth is in mourning now. It's getting smaller and smaller. Who knows? This planet could be big as Saturn. I don't know. Who knows how big it's going to get?
For construction, it got to be destruction.
Yep. Demolished.
Most High gonna do a demolition job on the earth, and then it's gonna be reconstructed.
Beautiful.
And we're gonna have the other nations build it back up.
And who's going to be the main builder, man?
Right.
Huh?
Hey,
It's gonna be
Esau,
labor.
man.
and the fire is a cleansing agent, so that fire is also gonna cleanse this earth, which is gonna so pretty much that fire gonna cleanse this earth, and it's gonna make the earth what? Back beautiful, because it's gonna cleanse it, all the impurities. So what? Everything will naturally grow again. Everything could yield its full strength. Okay? It speaks about the earth rejoicing also in that day.
Radiation is good for Hiroshima and Nagasaki, after those bombs hit, vegetation started flourishing in the city. You know, about big trees, beautiful different flowers and shit. So you can only imagine when the missiles hit, like how beautified the earth is going to be after this.
Like the sun, when we get for the sun, is radiation. You know, like radiation can be a good or bad thing, but like you were saying, radiation can be a good thing. It helps, you know, it actually helps us.
Like the least show you that in that movie, Don't Look Up. Remember towards the, at the end?
At that movie?
Yeah. At the end, after the whole destruction, the so-called got away, and they came back, and then everything was just, I mean, the different type of creatures.
Oh, that was the same planet?
No.
That was a different planet.
That was in the Earth.
Spoiler alert.
They escaped from something.
I think it's
They went to the planet.
I got a quick one. This is Jude chapter 1, verse 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire.
That was the first nuclear destruction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Most High raised fire on the earth during that time. But this time, somebody get Isaiah 54:16.
Hey, just to back you up real quick, just like the brother just said, absolutely right. That was the first nuclear destruction because when you go back, when the scholars go back, they study the ground, there's still some of the radiation of sulfur in there. The same material in nuclear chemical warfare.
This is Isaiah chapter 54, verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that blows the coals in the fire, and that bringeth.
Most High said, I created the smith. Now, what's a smith? In ancient times, you need a weapon, you go take a visit to the smith. If you wanted a bow and arrow, go see a smith. You wanted a sword, a shield, go see a smith. So, Most High said in this case, he created the smith. The word smith derived from the word smite. So what will happen? They will take the metal, they'll put it to a hot furnace until it reaches temperature and it'll be glowing, and then they will spike the metal to shape the weapon they was crafting. So,
Alright, this is Isaiah chapter 54, verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have
so in
created.
ancient times, they actually put the metal in the furnace, but now you have nuclear fission. So the Most High opened up the mind for the German, beginning with the German scientists, on the concept of what was nuclear fission, nuclear fusion. And out of that, it started with the atomic bombs. Now we have nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
But
It reads, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I
what's
have.
the work? The land destiny. But before that can happen, they must get the weapon. And where to get the weapon? There's no warehouse where people, are constructing nuclear missiles. It takes scientists to split the atom and have that technology to create it.
Just to
So
back you up,
they're the modern day, Smiths.
just to back you up, like the Elder Apostle always says, this is the Most High's technology.
Most High, yep. That's why the Lord said those are his weapons. The scripture said, all wisdom comes from the Most High. Go ahead.
Real quick, the scripture say, you saw Father in Daniel. And this is what Daniel did in ancient times. This is Bel and the dragon wanted to do something. Then Daniel took pitch and fat and hair and deceived them together and made lumps thereof. This he put in the dragon's mouth, and so the dragon burst in sunder. And Daniel said, Lo, these are the gods he worshipped. And that was an ancient bond that Daniel made. And the Lord said, you saw Father in Daniel. So the technology that he has now is on a way higher level. Man. It went from atomic to nuclear to thermonuclear. So it's different levels to the fire, man.
This is 2 Peter 3 and verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away up. 2 Peter 3 and verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, and the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Yes, so the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. And that heavens is talking about this modern day rulership.
That's right.
That's what's going to pass away with a great noise. That great noise is going to produce that nuclear explosion. Okay? It's going to be a great and terrible those constant booms, man, which is going to be heard all across the earth.
Yeah.
The scripture speaks about the earth shall rock back and forth like to and fro like a joker. So those explosions are going to be heard from the other end of the earth.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah? Clearly.
Like he used the word thermal. The word thermal means heat. You know, like you can have during the winter you might put on thermals and that produce heat. That's what you know as thermonuclear missiles. Because what happens when it detonate? Yeah, it reaches temperatures of beyond magic. You know.
They're saying hotter than the surface of the sun.
100 million degrees each. So that's 200 million.
No, man. And that's like it on the anger. Because what happens when you get angry? You don't get colder until you get hotter. Start, you know? That's this all represents the wrath of your Operation Mount Shine, man. Which is fire.
Deuteronomy 32 and 22 says, "For a fire is kindled in my anger, and shall burn unto the lowest hell, and shall consume the earth with her increase, and set on fire the foundations of the mountains. I will heap mischiefs upon them, I will spend mine arrows upon them." And that's going into the nuclear destruction. God says the fire is going to burn into the lowest hell. Like you were saying earlier, the fire is going to be like a pit.
Right.
The fire is going to dig into the ground.
That's
why
right.
Malachi 4 says, "They shall leave them none and root nor branch."
That's right.
The fire is literally going to dig in the ground, burn everything that's under it.
Yep.
That's not going to be no creatures left. You got creatures that live in the ground.
Yeah.
So the fire is going to have to dig in there and burn it up.
Bring all that shit, man. Because the earth is defiled. The earth is defiled, man. They never gave this land no rest, right? What about the blood that's been shed here? You know? This place needs to be cleansed, man, by fire. You know, and that's what makes more sense. That remember, a lake is not a lake without a pit. This is going to be a lake of fire, man. Now you should understand why. We do. We got it over.
So when it's all said and done, the whole landmass of America will be one giant pit, man.
And then we're gonna be in them chariots looking down, man. Praising the Lord that we're not in a lake of fire, man. You know? It's like color.
The valley of the shadow of death. The valley is a low land. After America gets destroyed, it's going to be a low land. This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 1. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me a destroying wind.
Right.
That destroying wind, which is going to be poured upon Babylon, is that goes brought into that nuclear fire. And they even show you in those movies every time a nuclear bomb goes off, you always get that wind that hits you first. That extreme heat.
Nuclear wind, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just ask Sarah Connor, Terminator, right?
Hell yeah, Sarah Connor, that's a perfect example. So before that fire actually hit her, that explosion, that big explosion, and that wind hit her, it blew her skin off first. Then that fire hit her. And tore the rest of her skin off.
Yeah.
Fire, when it blows up, it's white light, it blinds people.
Yeah.
Literally go blind from their light.
Yeah.
Then you feel the heat, then when the wind comes and then the fire burns.
Yeah. Well, they show you in those atomic bomb tests. When you look at those videos, they show a house that's all normal, and trees, and that blast blows the house away, the trees swaying this way.
Yeah.
That's that wind hits it first. Then the fire, then it gets blown to smithereens.
Break your bones, and
Yeah.
you know all that.
Yeah.
Talking about Sodom and Gomorrah, the scientists, they said they're coming up with burnt bones in the ground, and they said the way the bones got separated, it was like they got blown up from their bodies got separated.
Goddamn,
From
like,
upward,
this
they always
was-
found like the bottom part, and they found the other parts in other places. So they got blown up. Verse 2 more. And
Because a fan is one, you know, who blows the fire, to keep the fire burning.
Yeah.
Right? So who's going to keep that fire burning? Those nations.
And guess what? What keeps fire burning? That wind.
Yeah.
That's what the fan is. Wind.
Right, that wind. Because what? So pretty much, they're going to be launching them, launch all those missiles. One missile going to hit, they're going to keep launching more missiles. They're going to keep that fire going. Most of these nations, they're going to keep that fire going.
That's right. That's right.
They're going to keep fanning this place until the Lord says, that's enough.
Yeah.
Right? That's a 200 million war has hit.
And we didn't even bring up the chariots yet, man. All right, they're gonna be getting down too when the Lord comes back, man. Blasting this place to smithereens, man. Literally, that phrase is correct. Blow you to kingdom come. Well, that makes sense now.
So Luke chapter 12, verse 49, it says, I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it already be kindled?
That's right.
So Yahweh Shai is coming back to send fire on the earth, man. So that's how, hey, we read about that. Second Ezra, the 13th chapter.
I get it, kid.
Hey, so it's already going to be, hey, the earth is already going to be kindled, man. All the plagues are going to take place, and that nuclear fight. Yahweh Shai is coming back to the chariots and bring nuclear fight.
Yeah.
It reads, this is Zechariah chapter 5, verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll.
Yeah. I turned to lift up my eyes and look. Behold, a flying roll, okay? Which is a chariot. Now this chariot, when you look up roll, it's not an actual circle. The chariot wasn't has an actual circular shape. You look up roll, the word roll, I forget the Hebrew word, but it's an actual scroll. And so Zechariah, he described that chariot as a scroll. So this is like a cylindrical shaped chariot, which he saw. Okay.
It reads, and he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll, the length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits.
Oh, that's right. So, and when you actually go into the size of the chariot, that said the length thereof 20 cubits, the breadth thereof 10 cubits. And right now, a cubit is about, inches. I believe,
18
cubit is about 18 inches, or they would say measure it on your forearm.
Yeah. And remember,
1.5 feet.
Yeah, you say 1.5. It ranges from about 18 inches, you can say to about 22 inches or so.
it's like 18 inches.
Right.
But to back it up too, that's a bigger feat than now.
That's right.
Remember, that's right. There you go. Like the brother just said, men were a lot more bigger than that. If you go back to the ancient times, well, they're not going to say here, but right, King David was really what, 10 feet, 10, 11 feet. That was an average height back then, man. Goliath was about 18 feet. So their foot was, that was considered like whatever that foot that was, So it's that child, is way bigger than it is now. What's through that? The scriptures say we should grow weaker with age.
Second Ezra 5 and 54. It says, consider thou therefore also that how that ye are less of stature than those that were before you.
What's that scripture?
Second Ezra 5 and 54.
Is that weaker with age scripture or something else? Oh, see, I thought, read that because I don't forget what that is.
So leave it again.
Yeah.
The same chapter?
It is.
And what verse?
It don't matter, but that's even better. That's
Come.
he just says it.
It says, I believe, consider thou therefore also how that ye are less of stature than those that were before you.
That's right. King David's crown was about, I remember Elder Gad told me through my mind, was about 70 pounds, man. 70-pound crown King David wore. All right? So this brother got a picture of how big men were in the ancient times, man. Okay? So we have gone weaker to stature. How else to prove that? Is the foods, right? Didn't it say in the scriptures it took 2 men to carry a cluster of grapes? So how big were the grapes? And how big? And look, they're already big. So how big were the grapes?
When you go to the Christmas Museum, and now with the evil one, when you go to Christmas, whatever, I went there like a month ago. When you go, got the dresses. The dresses, I'm 5'11", you like 6'2". It's like right here. It's the dresses.
Yeah.
The doors is like the handles is huge.
That's right. That's what makes sense. Two things. And if you look back in ancient times and they show big ass doors,
Yeah.
I mean, why do they always make it so dope? But because they were tall. That's
They were
why.
tall.
Why would you make a door and you damn near, you know what I mean? A quarter of the size of the city because they were taller back then. And also, now you understand the pyramids in Egypt. Nobody can pick that, you know. But they had instruments, and also men were bigger to actually put those things up, man. You know. So that's what proves when the Lord comes back, we're gonna come back to our stature. We're gonna be tall, man. Remember Elder Ivan said we're gonna be big as light pole, like that light pole over there. See that light pole? Or the light pole? You know? Big like that, man. And Yahweh Shai is gonna be the tallest out of all of us. Oh wait, there goes one right there. See the light pole right there? You can't even catch the top of it, right? In that building right here. It's the light pole right there.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 27. Which of you, by taking thought, can add 1 cubit unto his stature? Yes, that's why these things that's here to power the group. Is you change your height, you know? When the kingdom is going to be able to fluctuate with your height. One day you might decide to be 10 feet. You know, you might decide to be the size of your rock. That's the power that they have in the kingdom of heaven. And it says, and why take you thought for raiment? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow, they toil not, neither do they spin. And yet I say unto you, that even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. The glory of Solomon can't even compare to the glory we're going to get in the kingdom. You know? Every reverend in the kingdom we're going to have the same blessing Solomon got. You know? Unlimited wisdom. You know? Women of riches. You know? All your heart's desire and some. It's good to see how the Lord the desires of thine heart. You know, that's in the book of Psalms. So we're going to have everything that we want. You know?
Look at that real quick. This is Psalm 37 and verse 4. I'm going to start at 3. It says, trust in the Lord Yahweh and do good. So shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart.
Delight thyself in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. How do you delight in the Lord?
They should make the market invisible.
By reading, by praying, by fasting, coming out here, this is how you delight in the Lord. The Lord said he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Because it's our Father's good pleasure to give us the kingdom. You know? So the desires of our heart, whatever we want, women, land, riches, you know, whatever you can name it, authority, the crown, rulership, you know, going up to other planets, you know, having the knowledge of all things, going up to the depths of the oceans, you know, knowing the operation of the elements. Yeah. This is what we're going to have, man. The desires of your heart. And there's another scripture that says, before we call, the Heavenly Father is already going to answer. So the Lord, he already knows what he's going to do. He's going to give it to us before we even ask him. You know?
John chapter 14, let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in thy power, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions.
In my Father's house are many mansions, man. The house of the Heavenly Father is the universe. So what are those mansions, man? The planets.
And they discover new planets.
Yeah, every day.
We're not lying up here. Every week they come on a new planet.
Yeah, scriptures tell you that Most High, he didn't create the earth in vain. He made it to be inhabited. So we're going to inhabit the other planets, man. You know, the other planets ain't just there to fucking decorate the universe. You know, Esau would tell you, oh,
Mars is inhabitable, this planet is inhabitable, Jupiter. You know, no, man, we're gonna live on it's inhabitable to mortals, man, to you.
Like the elder said, basically, I think you just said something. You made a point.
What I say? Damn, that's spirit.
Yeah.
Well, no, they're discovering new planets.
Oh yeah, he's discovering new planets every day. And what the Lord said, that's the spirit, because what the scripture said, Yahweh Shah said, I'm going to prepare a place for you. You know? So Yahweh Shah is the Alahayim right now. Our other brothers is building these other planets.
And you know what's beautiful about it?
Galaxies. Like, if you got a picture I seen, he saw a payment that those are different galaxies from a telescope or from a satellite. It was like these. It looked like stars, but it was like these are different galaxies.
On orbit. Right. And then they say the universe is
Right.
Forever.
It's innumerable. He's gonna still trying to figure out this galaxy.
Yeah. Well, hold up. Here's one that blew my mind. They said the outer space is more discovered than the oceans on the Earth. So that just tells you how much you don't even know this place. How can you not know the more of what's in the oceans than what's, you know what I mean? And on a deeper level, that's what you remember. I have a graph. I'm not gonna go through. I'll just say that we see like in 10K. That's the temperature of the lights, because everything has vibrations down to the atom, and that's what we're gonna see, like photons, like photographs. It means light. So everything we see is a reflection of light. They teach it in school and shit, right? So we only see what we can see is 10,000 K. Now there's other stuff there's other lights that we can't see. Ultraviolet light, X-ray vision. Basically, when the Lord gives the power, we're going to see. He's going to open up the lights more for us to see more things. Because a good example of that is sometimes, like I need to
Like from my eyeballs.
Yeah, your eyes.
Our eyes detect light differently.
Yes.
Whereas an animal, I think like a snake, they see it totally different.
They see it different.
They actually can see me.
I mean, look
and shit like that's what Esau get it from. Esau gets certain things from different animals' actual eyes. Esau mimicked the most saturation, and that's how you get these different lenses.
Matter of fact, I gotta find it real quick.
So what you want to be like the Most High. So when you search everything out, we try to be on the level of God.
So what I was saying was, what I was saying is that, so technically, there's more than what we see out there. Right. You know what I mean?
I got one last scripture here. It's Isaiah 40 and 22. It says, "It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers, that," it says, "that stretcheth out the heavens as a curtain, and spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in." Yeah. So the Most High, he spread out the heavens as a curtain. That's why the universe is always expanding. Everything is being newly created in the heavens to be inhabited. Because what? Israel is going to be innumerable. So the universe is going to be innumerable for us to inhabit. You know, hey, with that, we're going to say all praises be to
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, Hashem, Akakadosh.
We're going to say shalom to the elect. Shalom. Water bottles.